Boom!
Oh.
Right there.
Sorry, everybody. Hopefully, round two, I in the caption, the title, I suck at my job. There we go. So hopefully everybody gets back, and I know people are probably trying to come back in and everything. Sorry about that. I blame this on Lane, though, because he rushed me when we were starting, even though we were already late. So I just blame Lane, like I always do with everything, you know. So there we go. So we're starting.
I'm glad you can't see my very confused face right now, Mr.
No, everything that just happened, Mary it's like when Marcos comes too early, he blames it on the girl and telling her it's your fault. And then Lane's like the girl, like confused face, like how is this?
I was about to say, okay, Mr. Walking Technical Difficulty.
Jacob, I like that analogy. That was like you come too fast, like, oh, it's your fault. You're too good at this. Like what?
Yeah.
What? Okay, we're starting with Lane and pre-orders and stuff you got in recently.
Well, I myself, no statues recently. I have not pre-ordered anything actually since the Phantasm.
Yeah.
From Prime One. Like what, a week and a half ago or something. So I guess that's relatively recent. I may have something in the near future because Sideshow just put up their first unboxing of the Dark Nihilus, like 5th scale statue, like I guess a little over a week ago. So I'm on final payment for that. So that probably could be sometime probably in the next month or two. Right now, I'm just kind of, I just pre-ordered $1,000 statue, so I'm not exactly running to do something new. I'm still debating on that Batman Catwoman diorama, that goes with the Phantasm. But that's another $1,600 on it kind of also been looking at that Grunbeld from the Berserk, the light up one, where he's in Dragon Apostle form. The light has got a billion light ups to it. It's like $2,200, $2,300. So not a cheap statue any means by no. And it's very expensive. It continues the usual Berserk trend of let's make this thing as big as we can possibly can and take up as much space as possible. Except those ballots. The ballot replicas. Yeah. I've been considering maybe picking those up in the box and everything because I think they're really cool.
Same here.
Lane, how big of a Phantasm fan are you?
I really like the Phantasm because I love Mask of the Phantasm, but obviously she hasn't been. She literally has been in Mask of the Phantasm, and then
Justice League episode,
and then for like 30 seconds as an old lady.
She's not involved in the game.
And Batman Catwoman series, which is kind of an Elseworld, not an Elseworlds, but like an alternate timeline story.
So this is why I asked, because if Scarlett Johansson is supposed to be in Batman 2, if she's Phantasm and J&D does that, are you going to get that motherfucker?
Well, maybe to answer that question, I guess it depends how well they do the character. I literally just mailed back to Sideshow today the Black Widow artisan figure, which is like probably the best likeness of her ever. I just mailed that back to return it to Sideshow. Never opened today. Which I know I already have. I've had several people go to me like, "What the hell are you? Why? What the hell are you doing?" I was like, because now obviously big a 3rd scale statue versus 12, 13-inch figure, different realms kind of, but both are realistic portrayals of her. If the Phantasm's really cool in the movie, who knows?
Okay, it's Scarlett Johansson, so nonetheless, it'd be like Mara, like pretty fucking hot, dude. Not gonna lie.
Hey, Jacob, that Mara piece came with a piece of shit, like shit. Like,
but that Mara is the one J&D that couldn't sell her. If you try and sell it, you absolutely have to sell it for under retail price. But see, that's the thing. It's like I like ScarJo, But like the last thing I tried to watch her in was that Jurassic Park Rebirth. I hated that movie, and it wasn't anything with her.
Nah.
It just her character. She was given. That was a paycheck movie for her. Oh, yeah. She got probably some millions of dollars, did it, but there was nothing like it. I didn't remember it tomorrow kind of movie. But I really like ScarJo. If she's in the Batman 2, whatever she plays, if she plays Andrea Beaumont or plays an entirely new character, like just a totally new character, she's going to be good in the movie. I expect, because the Matt Reeves Batman is a good, the first one was a good movie. I didn't love all the directions the movie went, but it was a very well acted, well done movie. I expect her to be really good at it.
I thought that was the best Batman movie I've ever seen, to tell you the truth.
What, Batman?
I like the first 2/3 of the movie. I don't really like the last act that much, with all the evil Riddler disciple chat group.
Mm-hmm. I guess we were
that part of it got kind of a little stupid to me. But that was just like, usually having a bad ending is a very bad thing for me, because I'm very big on the endings being good to whatever game, movie, project. I'm like Last Chapter, like why Return of the Jedi is my favorite Star Wars movie, where technically I would say I would agree with you to a certain respect for, like, say, story-wise versus Empire. Empire is a better movie, but Return of the Jedi is the end of the story. Like, it's the climax, the denouement brings everything together.
The Ewoks. The Ewoks are horrible.
I understand, but I like the, and well, yeah, I mean, my favorite Ewok is Dead Ewok.
Mm-hmm.
That gets blasted. That was my favorite Ewok. That was one of my favorite moments in the movie when I was younger. When I was a kid, I hated Ewoks. Even though I think I own.
No, that was not your favorite part of the movie. No. Let's be honest.
But around all that stupidity, I had the Emperor. I had the Emperor, Vader, Luke stuff was some of my favorite stuff in the entire trilogy. And I had the space battle. I had so much other stuff going on. The good thing is when the Ewoks start showing up a lot more in the last little part there, that you're jumping around, going so fast from one thing to the next, the next. You barely have any time to stop. And I mean, that part's got Chewie, kind of roar, carrying on George of the Jungle or Tarzan. So that was pretty funny too. Well, yeah, yeah. You're not completely wrong there either, Jake. That's why, PCS has said, and even said, they're going to be doing a third scale Leia. They're doing 2 versions.
Yeah, Slave Leia.
No, there's no way they're going to do Slave Leia. They'll probably do Boosh.
They said Slave Leia. They said Slave Leia.
Well, that is the one that everybody probably wants to see.
I'm pretty sure they did, because you know how they do a sitting down one and they do a standing up one or an action pose one. That's what they're gonna do, I think. So we'll see though. You never know. Everything changes. Jojo, we're back. We're back. Okay, so Lane, you're thinking about, you got the pre-order of Phantasm.
The Phantasm, right? Is the most recent thing since last time we were on. Basically,
I'm going to pre-order that. I will probably pre-order it.
There's no reason to do it right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
I got time.
It's going to be one that's going to be available. I think that, but that quarter scale Batman Catwoman kind of is that was the one I thought I was going to get for a long time. But it being $14.99, that's a lot for me to consider paying for. Even though I know it, I've already had this discussion where it's basically 2 quarter scale statues together as one. And I'm I get that, but they're together as one.
That's what I'm saying. I hate that argument for a company to up the price. I think you should make a diorama, a 1/4 diorama. Hold on, a 1/4 diorama like that, where the base isn't really that big. It shouldn't be. You shouldn't count both 1/4 as a higher price. It should be. It could be more, but it shouldn't be. It should be a lot more
And would you guys agree? And even though I know, Jacob, you don't buy Batman stuff, the thing that also is that one of the new characters is Catwoman, which we literally just had within a month of that being announced. We have that 3rd scale Catwoman, which is definitely a better looking version of her that you can get too. So half of the equation for that statue, we already know that there's up for pre-order in a larger size if you want to get you have more 3rd scale stuff and everything that would go with more of your collection. It's hard to go for $1,500 for a statue like that, where you can get one half. And honestly, like the Batman looks okay, but there's nothing about that one that stands out versus, other Prime 1 Batmans that you've had, whether quarter scale, third scale, whatever. Like it's a good looking Batman, but there's nothing about the suit that makes it stand out as something unique versus some other ones that we've had from the company over the years. So that's also makes it a little bit hard. And the third scale Catwoman is less if you order it directly. It's $13.99. I know. Phantasm itself is actually kind of like
$10.99.
Yeah. I mean, so that's pretty expensive for a quarter scale. I would never deny that.
That's one price though, with quarter scale.
But it is kind of, the Phantasm is kind of a test for me because it is the first statue I have ever ordered directly from Prime. So I ordered it directly from them. I'm probably not gonna. I just decided for that one because it's going to be a smaller, and I put it in quotes for them. In big, I've got big quotation marks around for Prime 1 for them. It's going to be a smaller box than in comparison to a lot of stuff. If there, I would never buy a Predator from them directly because even slow shipping is going to be like $800 to $1,000 or something. Yeah, but that one should be a relatively not huge box, and I'm putting in quotes not relatively. I'm praying it's not as big as the Hellbat box because the Hellbat box was huge, and that was a quarter scale. But this one is a lot smaller base and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but I'm just getting that one directly. I'm not going to pre like if I get Grinbeld versus Guts, that larger one, I will get that from a U.S. distributor or something. I will not order it directly because I would not, or if they finally put that Treebeard out, I would be like, hey, how many boxes do you think that's going to be? Like 4 boxes or something. So do you want to get that directly, even if it's 1 to 3 months on a boat? Do you actually want to see what the bill for that will be? I'm just going to try it. It's my test statue because it's not a ridiculously huge one. And, it's at a price point and stuff that I win. It's one I would kind of like to get a little quick, because I already have a play. I bought it too versus that instead of getting Batman and Catwoman. That because I have a spot, even though it won't be till 2027 when I'll see it. That's a long time, obviously, I know. But I have a spot. Yeah, I have a spot where I can stick it, where it would go, and it would go on there. So the Batman and Catwoman, I knew a spot I might buy to be able to stick it, but that's the main one, and then the Grinbeld, and then or Dark Lord Sorrow. Like those are kind of the 3. But I kind of right now. I want to wait. Well, because I just pre-ordered a $1,000 statue. I have 2 statues. I'd like to do a payment or 2 on them before I start buying more stuff. And I already have 4 statues on order. And I have a strict rule: I cannot have more than 4 statues on order at one time.
I wish I had that.
Me too, man.
Well, I'm trying to. I'm trying to stick to it, but that's going to change too because I should have 2 sometime here in the near future. In theory, I should have because I've got Flashpoint Batman, which should be coming out. People should be getting him around now.
Yeah.
So I have him that should be coming in the near future, and then I'm going to have Nihilus. So I'm probably going to be where I just am like, let me wait till I get those and then kind of figure out what I'm doing. I also kind of want to see what gets announced from, like, Prime 1 is my main company I like to buy stuff from. They just are. They're the ones, if I have to choose between, I'm probably going to get from them.
That's most people.
Yeah.
What is Flashpoint Batman?
It's like Thomas
Wayne.
Yeah, his dad.
Thomas Wayne.
The Arrow universe. Yeah.
It basically, when it's from a comic story from 2016 that Jeff Johns did, basically the Flash, Barry Allen, changes his mom not getting murdered, and that changes the timeline. So, like, Bruce Wayne got shot and murdered instead of his parents.
And the mom.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, no. So Thomas Wayne becomes Batman, but Martha Wayne goes insane and becomes the Joker. and Harley Quinn becomes joystick or like
no.
I'll pull it up right now, Jacob. The Prime 1 statue.
But the statue's a quarter scale.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's meant to be part. It's meant to be part of a 3 statue setup with the Bane on throw.
Yeah,
it literally says Bane on throw on the box.
Yeah, I've always thought about getting this piece. I like it a lot. It's very simple. It's nothing crazy. I love the red. The red on it. It looks really good.
Yeah, that's why I decided to get. It doesn't take up a ton of space, and it's an awesome.
It's very economical, space wise. Not super expensive. Has 2 different switch outs with guns. Oh, also another thing, Jacob. This guy's like a murder machine. So he's been Affleck Batman basically in a story.
Okay.
So
he's the only time I've ever heard Flashpoint before was like a '90s porno with this porn star Jenna Jameson. So
what fucking porn are you watching, dude?
Yeah, I know. It's like
back in the day, dude. Like, you had Napster and freaking stuff like that to download it.
Look at the because I've seen one unboxing.
Back when it was cinema, it was like real movies, dude. Real acting. Great.
Yeah.
No, this actually looks pretty good.
Like Edward Penis Hands. Yeah, the real cinema.
Edward Penis
Hands.
Boris Dump Pump. I don't know. So. But yeah, so that's a statue. I really like it. But the only thing, Lane, for me, I know you don't do customs. I saw one of my favorite customs groups said they tease that they're going to do this character. So I may be on the fence about that to see which way I go. I'll never read it now.
Sorry, FPJ. That was from like over 10 years ago.
Freddie, stop. You read it before.
I went Freddie, dude. You guys fucked up. That's my take. But no, I went Freddie. I feel bad.
Jacob, I will say this. Lane did say Superman got raped in a comic, and it didn't happen. So just throwing that out there.
He likes to not forget that the assault that Superman did have.
Dude, you know what happened that day, Jacob? The whole chat got on me. Will got on me. Freddie got on me because no one read it besides me and Lane. And I'm drunk as hell on the show. It's the end of the show, so I couldn't defend myself greatly either. But I'm like, Lane, that didn't happen. Lane's like, he did get raped. I can't stand that comic. I looked it up after the show.
I've read it 3 times. I hate that comic. That is one of my least favorite comics ever. He got assaulted.
Yeah,
he got assaulted.
Raped. Yeah. Okay, every superhero gets
that a lube whoever raped him.
No, Marcos. It was it was implied. No, it was implied.
Yeah,
maybe not a dude. Yeah, not
There's
a
difference between
dude.
torture and getting
object.
gang raped.
Yeah,
like, come on, Lane.
Yeah, no. It's implied types of assault, including. I'm sorry, Marcos. You may be blocking it, but let's not go back into this. Let's not argue about this game. We're arguing about a thing that's terrible, that is not something that should have Superman in it.
Superman Red, White, and Blue is a must anthology read. Everybody should read. He does not get raped, so we'll go for that. Let's go to the first topic. Hey, Lane, we'll just get on the first topic. I won that argument. I'm always right, so I won that one. I'm proud that I won that one.
Marcos, the ASV delusional one, yes, that is definitely true. But yes, anyway.
My show. I'm kidding.
J Rupp is just like, man, I just can sit here and laugh for like 2 hours and I'll be happy.
Yep. So let me just get this. Me and Jacob were talking about this all week. Not all week, but like 2 days. And like I'm fully torqued on this. Oh shit, look who joined. Mel, what's up, bro? Thanks for joining. If you want to join the show,
this is magic hour, dude. This is magic hour.
If you want to join it, anybody in the chat too. If you want to join the show, fuck it, just answer the invite. We'll go from there. But me and Jacob were talking about this. We're fully torqued about this. Will we get it? Probably not.
Which one?
But man, I want this so goddamn bad. Jacob, right. I hate this, but I love it. So, Jacob, you can talk about that more. You're the Lord of the Rings guy, so go ahead. But just know, me and Jacob have talked about this all.
Is that Theoden's sword?
Yes, it is.
This is Theoden's sword.
Okay, I gotta recognize.
Yep. No. I'm impressed, Lane, that you fucking knew that, you nerd. You know everything, Lane. If the zombie apocalypse ever happens, your new job is going to be human Google. People.
Well, I mean, I have watched Lord of the Rings.
You would save the universe.
Like, I have watched Lord of the Rings movies through like 9 or 10 times. So I have seen them quite a bit over the 20 years. May have been a little while, but I've watched them a lot.
But Jacob,
go ahead. Marcos and I, this might not be everybody's opinion, but we both think that probably Théoden has the best character arc in all Lord of the Rings. And I named my son after this motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
So this holds a special place in my heart. But Weta Workshop, they have these master collection weapons that are made by Weta Workshop, Peter Lyons, and so they started with Anduril. I don't remember how many years ago. It was like $6,000, and this was before like any statues were like over 2,000. So like 6,000, like holy shit. But the last one that came out was Eowyn's sword, and that was 10,000, and that was 5 years ago.
Hadafang, or however you say it.
No, that's Arwen's. I don't remember what the fuck her name.
Yeah, sorry, I was getting the thing. Yeah.
But either way, this one, I sent an email, like just questions like, how many fucking payment plans can I do this shit on? And one of the Lord of the Rings nerds, so I posed a question like, how much is this thing? I haven't heard back from them. They said 13,000. That's just for the sword. The scabbard. The scabbard, I think, is like another 13,000 because the scabbards are usually the same or a little bit more. Now, when you're saying "oh my god" to this, it is an "oh my god." Like, if I compare this sword to my United Cutlery one that I got for $200, like,
this one
we're not swordsmiths, so like, I will be able to say the Weta one's better, but I'm not an expert swordsmith, so I don't know how much better. But the main thing is, this is the closest you're going to get to a screen-used sword from Lord of the Rings. The close, like the motherfucker that made him for Lord of the Rings made this one.
Exactly.
So, no, I mean, when you hear 13,000, that is insane. But they have hundreds of hours.
I wish I could say that's. I wish I could say that's the most expensive type of replica sword I've ever heard of, though. But back in 2008, 2009, they made a Frostborn of Arthas coming for Wrath of the Lich King, like a replica, full done up sword of that was $28,000.
Wow! So
this is the bargain.
Yeah, so I love that they're showing two options, like the battle worn torn, and then obviously like the super clean. Man, I just think his sword's so cool because it has like that harp emblem at the hilt. It just looks so fucking good, dude. Compared to every other sword in the series, I think.
So let me try to spice this up a little bit for you. So if you're gonna buy this, they will even customize it. If you don't want one of those options, they'll work with you. So Prime 1, if you want to customize something and make something your own, that's $10,000 right there. So you're really only paying $3,000 for the sword. So it's the deal of the day.
Yeah. So and also the ES is 25 and it's made to order. They said so everything's gonna be made to order. 25 is the highest they're going. Correct, Jacob, on this?
Yeah. So now this is where you get to like different housing markets. You got like poor houses, middle houses, then like the rich of the rich. This is like in between middle and really rich people. You know what I mean? This is like, I can't afford a screen use sword, but I got money. I can afford this fucking shit. But
like if this is your only order of the year, you could do this. Like even if you're like a middle American type of income, this and that. But it's expensive, man.
One of the guys I'm good buddies with, his name's Mike Shea. He makes the best custom things I've ever seen. He makes custom weapons, all Lord of the Rings. He got the Witch King's dagger, which was one of these MC pieces.
Oh my gosh!
No, the scabbard. The scabbard is freaking amazing. Freaking amazing. And he got the Witch King's dagger, and I said, "Is it worth it?" Because he paid, I think, all in all, when it was done, like $8,000. He said it's worth every penny. But he's also an expert in this shit, so he knows. But the nobody watching this is gonna buy this. But if you do, these things, they've done like, I want to say like 6 or 7 of these, and I've only seen 2 of them for sale in about 10 years. So whoever gets these, they pretty much go to
it's
forever.
It's an ultimate collection. Like, it's a collectible thing. Like, it's 25 made at most. Like you're saying, like, you're one of one, and if you get one of these. And I told you, Jacob, like, there are 2 characters I love over obviously Theoden is my number 1 and Legolas, because when you're young, everybody loved Legolas. He's the coolest one, killing everybody. So what a tease, like, their own like Legolas kind of replica stuff. I'm like, dude, if they did that, I would definitely be in. Like, like, these are the 2 characters I would spend a good penny to get this stuff on. Like, like the Master Forge, basically. I told you, I think the most I would do is like 9K. Like, that was like the most I would like say, okay, like, and depending on the payment plan they give you too, that was the most I could have done probably. Like, okay, 9K, like, I could justify in my dumbass mind, I can do that. But like 13K, dude, that's a fucking car. For me, like, that's a lot. So, but dude, I want this so goddamn bad, man. It was so good. Look at that hilt and
I do too. Like you said, if it was 9,
yeah. That's what I'm saying. 9.
How he's at right now, because you see statues at $2,000, $3,000, $5,000.
Yeah.
And then like 5 years ago, you'd be like, "That's insane." Now we have something that would, if you said it was 9, you're like, "That's only about."
You got to think about it. You're like, okay. Especially with something like this. This is a one of a kind type of thing.
Yes.
But they did all the props and everything for the whole series. Obviously, like, they are Lord of the Rings, if you think about it. Like, they truly are. Them, Peter Jackson, and everybody in the cast. But these guys made the show, made it look like Middle Earth, obviously, So, man, this is awesome. And like you said, the one that's doing it, what is his name again? I forgot.
Peter Lyons.
Yeah, and you said he's like the one of those guys, too, that do all these things, right?
So he's the head smith. And after this one, he's kind of stepping down. He's ready to retire, but he's going to, like...
So this may be his last one.
This is going to be his last
there you go.
one.
Yeah.
But he's going to be behind the scenes kind of guiding everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Man, this is awesome. Awesome. But yeah, so that's what me and Jacob been talking about, trying to justify this, all week. But
I'll go halfsy, dude.
Hey,
it'll be like a child.
Hey, me and Jacob had a good idea. I get even years, you get odd years. We both paid together. We switch off, every even year, odd year. We could do something like that, Jacob. We really could.
But here's where the divorce would happen. It'd be like, do you want the clean new version, or do you want the battle damage one?
Yeah,
like that's.
Me, I like both versions. First off, I do like both. But for me, since it's a collection in my mind, I would rather have the clean version. But like, I would not be mad getting that fucking battle damage one. Like, I would not be mad at getting that one.
I would get the battle damage one. The only reason
more accurate, for sure. Yeah.
It's at the beginning of the movie, and Weta goes in this in their video and everything.
I haven't watched it. It was
clean. And then it Helm's Deep, all the rain and everything, it literally caused the brass to green and stuff. So it has happened. But the only reason I'd want the clean is if I knew I had a crystal ball and I knew the zombie apocalypse was going to happen. This would be one of the weapons on me. Fucking all the time. Like, fuck yeah.
Me and Jacob have these stores right now. Right. we get
Red Dawn Rise.
Me and Jacob get worked within 2 seconds of the zombie, but we had a good speech for 2 seconds. You're like, there we go. No, but yeah, I don't know. Jacob, I wouldn't be mad with either one, honestly. Like, I think they're both super unique. For me, I like a clean collection. That's my mindset with the weapons, at least. Like, my Darth Maul lightsaber I had. The clean version. A lot of lightsabers come like battle damage too and a clean. I like the clean look on weapons for me. But like I said, that one, I would not mind a battle damage one at all. Like, I think it looks really good too.
Yeah, now, here's the only problem with this one. It would end up being your biggest regret. Even if you had sex unprotected and got AIDS, this would be your biggest regret. If you bought the sword, you're like, I can't afford the scabbard.
You gotta get both. You gotta get both.
No, years later, you're like, oh my God, I regret not getting that scabbard. Like, it's not complete.
Yeah. I hope they come with like how the wall mounts and other companies, they do that. I hope they comes with that too. Like, you can like.
So what all these come with, it looks like a coffin. It's solid wood that wraps around it. It's fucking awesome, dude. Fucking awesome.
Nice. No, but like I said, guys, that's what me and Jacob been nerding out about all week. And anything, I think it was like 30 minutes in the post. I texted Jacob, "Where can I buy right now?" It's like, and then Jacob's like, "I heard 13K." I'm like, "Fuck!" Like, God damn it. But yeah, so that was that. Lane obviously knew it, so he's a dork just like us, obviously. So
yeah, that's a revelation hitting.
So wait, not getting a movie prop is worse than getting AIDS. I don't know, man. Ask Magic Johnson. He's been alive for about 25 years now.
So. I was just gonna say that. Magic Johnson showed me.
Hold up. Does he have AIDS? Let's be real. Go conspiracy theory. Does he actually have AIDS? I don't know. I think the government did something with it. Like they made him think he got AIDS. He really doesn't because he's been.
Jesus, are we?
Do you think that has to do with his name? Like he got his name because his dick is actually magical. Like,
dude, have you heard him talk about like the woman that obviously he's the biggest basketball player at the time in the 80s and early 90s. And like this dude had every woman wanting him. Obviously, L.A. big star. Like the dude had the most fun of all time. And obviously, does he have AIDS? I don't know, man. Like this dude's. He's looked healthier post-AIDS than he did pre-AIDS, dude. Honestly, like.
Okay, let's not get crazy here, man.
Hey, he looks good.
I mean, gosh,
Magic Man.
The Marcus's LeBron love has rotted his brain. Like that is insane, Marco. You sound insane.
Are you talking about the GOAT? Go, James. James.
Yeah, he's the something. I'll give you that much, but. Like he's I managed to score 10 points in a game 1,000 sometimes. That thing looks insane.
Oh yeah, so I want to bring
this up. Is Buggy.
Yeah, Buggy, the greatest character of all time in One Piece. So Jacob, and if you don't know, and people in the chat don't know, this guy is the meme of One Piece. Like he's the joke. Obviously, he's a clown.
This looks like a giant meme statue.
I know what you're talking about. I saw the live action one at least. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So look at him. He's a clown himself. His nose right there, everything. He's my favorite character. He's hilarious in the whole series.
It is amazing he has survived as long as he has. He's the perfect
example in all media. He's the biggest failing upward guy of all time. Like he somehow has reached the point where he's like one of the top pirates without doing anything to be a top pirate, which I love.
I mean, he's a really he is a really early guy.
Yeah, it's literally I think it's 30 chapters in. He's in.
Buggy, and somehow Buggy is still alive. Is still alive.
Wait,
1,000 chapters later.
This is the statue. This picture right here.
Yeah, it's all it's all different arcs and different things Buggy has appeared in at different points, along with using some of his power stuff and all that else mixed in. That is 43 inches tall.
With that hand, see how the hands up right there? That's really what makes it really tall.
Bro, that thing is one giant mess. That is I pity the fool. That is trying to put together a Transformers statue.
Yeah, me.
So is that top hand like a force perspective?
They kind of do like a force perspective for sure. Like that's his ship, obviously. So
Marcos.
But hold up.
Do not try and live unbox this.
I would not want to do that live unboxing. But Jacob, so yes, it's a force perspective, but his power, he can stretch his body as much as he wants, basically. But it's not like he stretches his body. He can detach his body, like his hands and legs, everything from his normal body. So he can be as big as if he has an outfit like this, he can make himself look as big as he wants because he can just keep going and going and going. So, but it's definitely a little bit forced perspective though with the ship and everything. But
no, I love it. I love that.
No, I like it too. Yeah.
Who's making this?
Jimmy Palace. They're like one of the biggest One Piece companies. They do a bunch of other animes. They're like probably number 2 in my opinion. I think Sume Art's the number 1 for One Piece. I have the Sume Art Buggy on order already, so I'm gonna get 2 of them because he's one of my top 3 characters of all time. So
Sume and Jume are probably for Anna, even though obviously one is starting to go into that, but that's what they do. That's their bread and butter.
Yeah,
and
them and like Naruto and them. Yeah, that's their.
How much is this?
So this
2,000 some bucks.
So Sideshow has a 1,700 retail plus obviously shipping. On sites like this, Hexapus and other sites, I think Taj website, with shipping included, is around 22, 23.
Dude, that's the deal of the fucking day. This is I don't give two shits about One Piece, but this is one of the coolest statues I've seen.
Awesome. It's really it's loud, if that makes sense. But the thing is, like, some people don't like loud, but this character like needs loud. He's a clown. He's a joke. You know.
For anime, you don't want loud. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
This is one maybe the most One Piece statue I've ever seen. Like, all the color, I mean,
that
this statue is like literally like insanity put into form, and that is One Piece. With like this is literally, if you want to see One Piece just distilled down into a statue, that is this piece. Like, there's maybe other than that, like whatever that one that's a bunch of different arc and Luffy and all that stuff that I've seen that is even bigger, I think, than this thing.
This is cool.
Yeah, this is the fact that someone was able to engineer this so it didn't like just get put together and crack apart into 1,000 pieces.
Well, we'll see with shipping though. That's to me the big issue with this. Like, that base is gonna be a nightmare shipping wise.
Yeah. Well. Because I guess unlike Prime One, which gives you a quote estimate of the number of boxes, you're not going to know how many this is.
I guess like if I get this on Sideshow, 1,700 retail, and with shipping, and they do like the tariff tax now. I bet you shipping 300, 400 of this. It's only probably one box. They usually only do one box. They don't like doing 2 boxes, but this one is a bigger piece, so they may do 2 boxes. But I bet you it's around 400, 450. Shipping plus the tariff tax on Sideshow, that's another 100. So about 550 basically.
I just got I know what you mean, because like I just literally got a Venom sent to me.
Yeah.
The Venom hot toy, the comic one, which is in a bigger box, but they just hit me with like, after having everything paid off and everything, they hit me with like another with shipping, tax, and the tariff. It was like another $75 after everything already, and I was like, but like for shipping from them, shipping is really weird from Sideshow sometimes. But like, I just got updated for my now. I'm getting the fit scale, so not small, but not obviously as big as some of the stuff that we in our collections normally collect. But they made it like my shipping is going to be like $74.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
So JoJo, I'm 100% getting this piece, like, no doubt. I haven't ordered yet. It's like what me and Lane talked about. Like, there's no real rush anymore. Like, unless like that Guts Berserk piece, I had a rush to get that because it sold out within like an hour.
The J&D one, like that's a rare thing.
That's what I'm saying. So there's very few pieces. Like the Phantasm, I'm going to get no matter what. It's just not right now. And then Walton, this show is not for kids. It's for life. That's what it is. It's for life.
Yeah.
One piece is
it's that is a.
Some people call me an otaku.
That is the perfect, like, if you want to get an idea where someone says like, for anime statues, like what is even smaller scale, like they say I'm getting the 6 scale statue, and everybody is like, why are you buying 6 scale, blah blah blah, like that's too small. You can point at something like that and go, yeah, it's 6 scale, but it's this. It's just a big, huge thing. Or like, what is it? Sume is doing that Harley with, the Joker, and it's like a huge diorama thing with lights and freaking Joker eyes pouring around and stuff. So the anime statues, the neat thing for them is not always, but most times, they're willing to go a little bit more crazy, like that Buggy or something, where maybe they do a little smaller scale, but they're trying to throw in a whole bunch of stuff.
I just remember
a little bit more visually interesting.
I remember when I first started collecting, and like I watched like BSC stream and everything, like they bring up some anime statues, and they're like 1/6 statue that's like 2,000. Like they're like, that makes no sense, but they're so used to like 1/4 and 1/3 being like the normal. But like 1/6 and like 1/7 is kind of like the normal for anime statues, because like you have a character, and then you have like those powers around them, like a huge diorama usually on the base. So, yeah, that's anime statues are ginormous, crazy, blah blah blah. But I love it, man. I don't know about you guys. I love anime statues.
No, it looks cool. It is totally not something I would get, but that's because One Piece is not, a IP that I'm like totally locked into.
You're a hater. I get it. You're a hater. I get it. You don't like real art. I get it.
No, I'm a Dragon Ball guy.
Oh, that's even worse, dude. What the fuck?
But
man?
I've been into Dragon Ball since I was like 13.
We all have. I was in Dragon Ball when I was like fucking 8. Blaine, like, come on now.
Yeah, but that was lying up to air because you're a whippersnapper.
Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z?
Dragon Ball Z for me.
All of Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball is tough to watch.
I remember back, even though it was long after it was on, back in like 89, 90, 91, before we had the first Ocean dub of 52 episodes of Dragon Ball Z, I had seen original. Now I kind of out of order and stuff, but I had seen, really badly subtitled VHS tapes with Dragon Ball, and then even some of earlier like Saiyan Saga Dragon Ball Z. But yeah, I mean, to this point now, One Piece has surprisingly managed to mostly keep its power creep from going too wacky, going too crazy. Where Dragon Ball, the power creep is just when we can say blowing a planet up is like stubbing your toe basically for power levels and stuff.
Yeah, he look. What's his name? The creator of my God, Dragon Ball Lane. Was it Akiyama?
Akira Toriyama, who's dead.
He was the OG grandfather. He didn't have the blueprint like Oda did, and like Demon Slayer has the blueprint of Oda and all those. Like people obviously learn like what's good in this and that. He was the first one to ever do what the Shonen Jump format is. So he got kind of stuck in a little rut, but he's figured out his way to navigate around it. It's to a point, like you said, that everybody's too goddamn powerful. Like everybody can blow up a planet with it.
Even stuff like Naruto doing a sequel to Boruto, Jujutsu Kaisen has a sequel. Yeah. I mean, what I would say, like a series, like why Demon Slayer didn't just keep going and going for 25 volumes or something, dragging out its powers and all that kind of stuff. But like a good series for showing power increase, but not going to ridiculous levels. And Jake is just on like a spree tonight.
God damn it, Jacob! I had a good joke,
but
it's true.
I was born an Android 18 guy.
So my boy Raul on Facebook and everything, he would hate you for saying this. He loves Demon Slayer, like that's his baby. I love fucking with him too. I'm like, dude, like Demon Slayer he's gassed up by the animation, music, and everything. The manga isn't trash. It's just okay. It's fine. It's not bad. It's above average at best.
Well, definitely a better animation than One Punch Man season.
Oh my God, that one's fucking horrible. And that's Freddie's favorite. Freddie's still in the fucking chat. Man, I feel so bad for you, Freddie. You waited 5 years for a garbage ass anime. So
yeah, it's just amazing when you see like Murata's artwork.
Oh yeah,
and you see it there, and you're just like, what?
How?
Now, admittedly, it sounds like it's not even the budget. It's just like literally
they don't care.
The animation studio was given 6 months lead time to do it, which is not enough time.
But Blaine, they got 6 months, but they also had 5 years to figure something out.
Yeah.
Season 3, so season 1 is great of One Punch Man. I don't like the story though, but I think the quality of the animation was very
good. Yeah, because they got some of the best animation stuff and everything. Like that was a special thing, bringing everything.
He was going crazy, dude. He went nuts. And I just let him go, and he got it like stood up in class like he was giving a speech. Nobody knew what he was talking about except me, and I just let him fucking go, dude.
And Jacob's like, "You're a dork, just like me, man." Like Jacob, I know Jacob. Like, if Jacob hated something Lord of the Rings, that bad, or Game of Thrones, be like, "Man, fuck this." I want to rant about. I've seen you rant about that stuff, so like I know. Yeah, exactly. I know you would go off. So you let this young man speak his mind, and this young man, he had to get that out, Jacob. He had to. Get
Yeah, hey, so funny.
You're a young king. Go, young king. So I get it.
Yeah, but one thing I'd like to see more of is I was hoping if One Punch Man season 3 was like really hit well and everything, we might see some more like statues or other stuff. I know like we had a once at Genos and stuff like that, but I was hoping we'd see some more, maybe Ryu Saitama or
JoJo's is fucking more popular than One Punch Man. I feel like anime wise, and it gets no love in any. I know that's probably licensing issues, but it gets no love in like any statue form ever. So
yeah, I mean, and there's a ton of crazy like it figures. Like smaller scale figures.
Yeah, for sure. And like unlicensed companies do it too, but obviously like Prime One would be a great company to do, like JoJo.
Oh yeah, if they could do some of those, I mean, just seeing what they done with Guilty Gear and some of the crazy design.
I think like, Jimmy would do a good job too. Jimmy would do a really good job.
If they actually could do Joestar, I mean, fucking Dio in the world being like his like time stop
characters
and stuff.
Yeah, the 3 characters
would be awesome.
Or Dio, Joseph. No, which one's Joseph? Right, is the second Joestar, right? That we see.
Yeah. No, Joseph is
Giordano. Giordano are the 3 that we need to see.
Oh man, I would love them to also do like a Lisa, Joestar's mom, Mariah, and could do a switch out bust with that crazy from her. She's an evil stand user who like is in love with Dio. But they did like that show, like, and I get not all the seasons I think are the actual individual stories are great necessarily, but that series just it has done a really good job reinventing itself, where it keeps the fundamentals of JoJo. But it's able to tell a different type, like different almost genre type of, you can see kind of different genre stuff mixed in.
Wait, are you talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? What are you talking about right now?
Yeah, JoJo,
Why does everybody suck that anime's dick? Like, I watched the first season. It was terrible.
So the first season is absolute, like some of the worst animation you would ever see. Storytelling too in the manga,
like Fate, like the first season of Fate Stay Night was back.
No, but like one of my trans students said, like, because I was talking about it, and they're like, it takes like 3 or 4 seasons till it's good. Then it's awesome. I'm like,
really, it gets very good starting with Stardust Crusaders,
which is the 3rd season.
Like that's the
terrible.
Thank you.
I'm not going to totally, because I like JoJo's from the beginning.
So like,
I have not read.
What other genre besides anime can get away with this shit? Like, have the first 9 episodes be garbage and people keep watching it.
No. Hold on, Jacob. Let me help you out here. I watched the first season, the second season, mid part of the 3rd season. That's 30 plus episodes I fucking did not like at all. And I gave it a real chance because my brother's like, you have to watch this. Because with me, when at One Piece, I say, there's one arc, I'm like, in episode 45, I'm like, if you don't like this one arc, quit the anime. Like, you will never like it. There's a certain point. But with JoJo's, there's about 60 episodes you have to watch to maybe say yes or no. And it's annoying because I watched 60 fucking episodes. I'm like, I still hate this very much. So I gave it away.
What other thing could do this with viewers? Like, hey, just wait till 61.
Hey, hold on. Let me just say this. We got season 3 of the Rings of Power coming out, so there we go.
Well, all I can say is, I mean, I'm a guy who watched
Rings of Power. They have to do it because that was their deal. They're stuck.
They have so much money invested. Yeah,
I'm going to just say, but I'm a
tell
guy
me how this makes sense. Because 2 of those. They're done filming season 4 already. They were done almost a year ago filming season 4.
That's how bad it is. They don't want to even show it right now.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Well,
they feel like we're stuck right now. Like Bezos and them are like, we invested so much fucking money in this. We are stuck, and we don't know where to get out. Like the thing is, like, it's such bad reception. Like the ratings are horrible. Like viewership and everything. But they're so stuck in how much they paid. How much money did they pay for that IP? For the Silmarillion? They paid for the.
I think it was $2 billion total.
Yeah, it was
like,
disgusting.
But they paid $200 million.
If they don't make it for a certain number of seasons, they have to pay like
it's disgusting.
an ungodly amount of money.
So they're paying all these people, the actors, the crew, this and that, the directors. They're paying so much money just to get no profit, actually negative profit because the viewership is not good.
Which is too bad because the show, if they had a good story, it's beautiful. It's one of the best productions I've ever fucking.
You see where the money's going.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, you see where the money's going. The special effects look amazing. This and that, but the acting and the storytelling are fucking horrible, dude. Like it's. I don't want to get into it, but let's get to the new piece. I know Jacob's a big horror fan, so let me show this. I don't know if you're big.
This Pinhead.
There you go, Lane. Lane is too dorky for us. I love it.
I told you he's a Google the apocalypse, motherfucker.
Can you guys see right here or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm not a big Pinhead fan. I think the look of Pinhead is awesome, though. Like horror wise.
Well, that's because 6 of the 8 movies are garbage.
Yeah, there we go. So I don't know about you guys. The statue, I think it hits every what you need in a Pinhead piece. For me, it's 1/3, obviously, so it's a pretty sizable piece. But what do you guys think about this, Jacob? I don't know if you're a big Pinhead fan or Elaine.
So, Pinhead's one of the I tried to like the Hellraiser movies, even the first couple, and they're just
not it.
Very weird. And I'm weird as fuck. I like a lot of weird stuff, but I'm when I see people's love for these movies, I'm like, man, that's a weird hill to die.
They have a dedicated fan base, though. They have a dedicated fan base. They really do.
Yeah, so I mean, this is just like the Matrix, but with some bondage shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. The statue looks. I think it looks good. I think it looks
as good as you get with a Pinhead piece. I think I don't know. That's just
it has the essential. It has Pinhead, not a decent base, but I
don't know. That face looks like Pinhead to me with his mouth open. I need to watch the movie.
Well, no, the mouth open head sculpt I think looks not good. It does not look like Doug Bradley.
This one looks good though, right?
I think that one I see Doug Bradley.
Yeah.
But this is always the problem PCS has is the human the detail here I think was fine with all the weapons and the blood that Pinhead would wear in the first couple of movies, but where the human likeness part is still where they're lacking a little bit. And obviously Pinhead is not just a straight person like say Maximus was or something from Gladiator.
Yeah.
But I like the kind of the reconfigured box and everything they have as part of the base. I think they have a lot of really cool elements to this. I'm not a huge Hellraiser fan. I think I have seen. I think I've seen 5 or 6 of the movies.
I've seen 2 maybe.
And just the first 2. The first 2 are the only ones, honestly, I think are worth watching. Hellraiser and Hellbound, Hellraiser 2.
Again, Wallen, I have no idea that I've seen all these fucking movies, and I cannot tell you if that looks like Doug Bradley or not because I watched them once because this had so much love for it, like the cult following and everything of these movies. I'm like, I don't fucking get it, dude. I don't get it. And I kept watching it, so I don't fucking remember. I don't fucking remember. It was just crazy.
I think the closed mouth one, I could see Doug Bradley. But the open mouth one, I don't think was good.
Gotcha.
Just at all.
Gotcha. I don't know. I don't know much about her. I think I saw them when I was younger.
What was the point of those movies? That you summon the what are they? Cenobites or Cenobites so you could make a wish? What was the point of all that?
You solve them and then they come and do horrible things to you and take your soul to hell.
Yeah.
No, but why did you want to do the puzzle box? The one guy was after it.
Because humans are dumb.
Yeah, the humans are dumb. They're basically Nirvana before the stage of or not Nirvana, but the what do they call it? The Lost was it? What is the stage before hell? It's they're in I'm blinking out. God damn it!
Come on, Marcos. Come on, Marcos. It starts with a P.
They're in the stage right before hell. God damn it! What is that? It's Lost. Purgatory.
There we go.
There we go, Walton. I got it before you said it. Thank God. Oh my gosh, dude, alcohol sucks. But yeah, alcohol sucks. And I'm okay, another shot.
So, did either of you guys see that new Blitzway set? Because we've been in kind of the anime other space a little bit earlier. Did either of you take a look at that Inuyasha versus Floopy, aka Sesshomaru statue?
No.
That was all Greek to me.
Blitzway put out?
All Greek to
me. What company?
Blitzway.
Blitzway did that?
It's 6 scale, yeah. It's a 6 scale Sesshomaru versus Inuyasha. Like,
oh my God, Inuyasha Blitzway?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, it's like $1,300.
Yeah, I see it right here. Fuck me, man. I didn't see it. I'll pull it up right now. Inuyasha is one of the first animes I ever watched, so it's a soft spot for me. It's not a great anime.
That's supposed to be their first bite, basically.
Yeah, it's a solid anime. It's not bad. I think the statue, from what I'm looking at right now, it's okay.
It was a lot of filler. Like it's usually
so
what happens in a Rumiko Takahashi series. Yeah. There's going to be a lot.
The character designs are really good on Inuyasha. The story is okay at best. It's it's one of those first animes you watch. Like, oh, I like this. It's pretty cool. It just it's dated. I would say if that makes sense. Like Star Wars is dated. The original trilogy is dated. So.
Hey man, I am all locked in. February 2027. When the original theatrical run of Star Wars is going to be in the movie theater.
Hey, you think that?
I mean, I'm not going to feel good because we almost be 50, but I am definitely going to be going to see that.
So, Lane, you said that right with Star Wars. I saw January, I think 16th. Lord of the Rings is coming back, Jacob. Theatrical run. So let's do it, baby. Let's do it.
Did either of you consider going to see the whole bloody affair, the Kill Bill? Finally put together in one movie, but it's like
I would love to see it.
So, actually,
I just can't put aside 4 hours to go do it.
So I'm looking at the statue more and more. This statue fucking sucks. Like the
I wanted to bring it up just because I think the deal more with that anime statue.
Yeah, I think the translucent resin looks horrible. I think the details and the colors, like there's a lack of texture. If that makes sense.
I was wondering because obviously. Yeah. I think some of the Prime 1 anime statues we've seen in the last year. I know, like, you didn't love the Demon Slayer one, but that's one I looked at a little bit because, I wouldn't buy. I wouldn't buy a big old.
I don't know if I zoomed in at all. Like it's like a little sash thing. It looks so lack of detail. If that makes sense, it looks like one blob of like fucking polystone and kind of just one coat of paint and no details, no. I think this piece is like Blitzway. I don't know what they're doing right now too, because like they have so many pieces on pre-order that have not come out, so they gotta figure this shit out, man. They're on some.
They're on the same path. I mean, for all the shit we give Prime 1, they at least show and still get stuff out. It's just they put out too many fucking.
The thing is, like Prime 1, like they have a reputation. Like at least things come out and they are good. If that makes sense, like Tweeterhead, like when stuff comes out, it's fine. But obviously they're in a real bad spot, and like
they're a different case.
Yeah, and then Blitzway, like, dude, the past stuff I've seen from Blitzway is always good. It's just like I don't know, they're on some weird shit right now. They gotta figure this shit out, and if they go under.
Is this the motherfucker that started the cat ear shit?
So no. he's like a fucking like
wolf demon,
kind of wolf
demon.
Yeah, wolf demon.
Yeah, these guys are half brothers. They have the same
half brothers
demon mother.
This one's like more. This one right here, what's his name? Senso Mario is like more more demon than Inuyasha. That's why he hates him. So he's more pure blood than Inuyasha. The guy in the red is like
his mom is a demon.
Yeah.
And then Inuyasha's mother was a human.
A full human. Yeah. So like that's why he hates him. But then they blah blah blah. They become legit brothers. They love each other. They kiss each other.
They both fight Naraka.
Yeah, anime is it's good happy-go-lucky stuff. So, but it's solid. Like if you want to watch the first anime, you're not being an anime. It's not a bad one to like start on. But when I look back on stuff, I'm like, that was pretty dated. You know what I'm saying? Like it's.
I mean, yeah. It was a more. The thing is, though, it was a more evolved story from Rumiko Takahashi herself, from like
for sure.
Ranma One Half.
It's like Yu Yu Hakusho.
It actually had a more story and had an ending. Actually,
yeah. Too. So like Togashi did Yu Yu Hakusho, which people love. I think it's a very limited story. And then he did Hunter x Hunter, which is like his magnum opus. Like it's a writers better.
Was Yu Yu Hakusho the one about that guy where all those girls wanted his dick?
That's a lot of
like anime. That's a lot of anime, bro.
Yeah, that's a lot of anime.
I mean, in the you explain every anime time frame back in the early '90s when like Yu Yu Hakusho was big and coming out. That was more like Tenchi Muyo or something, which was like Star Wars space science fiction with like harem anime. That was one of the first ones.
Maybe that's Tenchi Yuo or whatever I'm thinking of. I don't know.
Well, Tenchi things worked out fine for Tenchi because he's married to 9 women or 6 women by the end from the most recent series. And several of them already started having babies. He even married his spaceship. Because his spaceship can turn into a little half bunny looking like cat thing called a cabin. Turns into like one of the probably 5 most powerful spaceships in the entire universe. And then Ryo-Oki, who gets then a human body, kind of, so he ends up marrying her. A space pirate who's actually a living weapon. A princess who technically is like his aunt and older than him by 300 years or 500 years. Then marries her younger sister, who's her half sister from her father's like other wife. He's married to multiple women. And then she is actually merged with the goddess of like their entire planet. So she rapidly ages herself up. So she looks more like the goddess. Then he's also marries the mother of the space pirate living weapon, Washu, who's the greatest scientific genius in the universe, who also is one of 3 goddesses, the sister of the other goddess he married. And there's Mahoshi, who's a space cop for the Galaxy Patrol, who's a dumb blonde, like the living incarnation of the floozy blonde kind of thing, but always somehow manages to not have bad stuff happen to her. And then Ryo-Oki, and then he has kids with all of them, but he actually has less wives than his next door neighbor. His next door neighbor, who's like his cousin, who is, I think, supposed to be now, he's a Galaxy Patrol guy. He's married to 15 women and has kids with all of them. 4 of his wives are from another Space Galaxy Union who all look like they're, well, I mean, when they first show up, they're literally, their spaceship is a giant Aladdin's lamp. Like, it's literally like a genie lamp. I wish I was making this up. So he's actually doing less than his cousin.
Gotcha. Let me pull up the next.
Wait. How do you have room in your head for all this information?
I have no fucking clue. I don't remember anything important. Probably that's the bad thing. I remember stupid shit. I'm like, I literally feel like I'm one of the Venture brothers. I forget which one who would sound smart, but he actually just remembered all stuff. Stuff that was actually useless stuff from shows or TV shows or whatever he watched.
Dude, how weird was it wanting to have sex with Monarch's wife even though she had a man's voice?
I thought that was fucking hilarious.
These look fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, Lane, yeah. Tell us about the whole in-art stuff. You know more about us.
Yeah, so you might have seen these. So this is something that was being talked about on one of the channels I'm on, which focuses more on 1/6 scale figures. So people have been emailing other stuff. So it's become a little bit of a controversy because for these figures and like the Norman Reedus, it's on the website here, free worldwide shipping. However, people who have ordered from the United States have gotten emails saying that free shipping is not in the U.S. And this is ordering directly from them.
Yeah.
It's
worldwide.
Yeah, I mean, it says this on the website. So they got to change that. Like, this is BS. And I just ordered. I have a couple in our figures, but I have them ordered from a retailer here in the U.S. I'm not, because I think both of them I'm getting are actually not licensed for worldwide distribution. This is BS. InArt needs to change this. If you're telling it's going to be worldwide free shipping, then it has to be free shipping, or you need to take that down. But InArt has not responded or anything yet with any of this. So, and these figures are at least $400, so they're very expensive. They're really cool. I think InArt's quality for the most part is good. The other thing, you would find this hilarious, Jay, probably. The other thing is InArt has on their boxes now, it started to require, like, let's say, you have a figure come with one of the figures, like a peg brace or something, like in the wrist. These don't come with, their figures do not come with any extra wrist pegs or leg pegs or anything at all. So if one breaks when like you're switching the hands out, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Hot Toys usually has at least like 2 extra wrist pegs come with every figure. So what these guys, apparently it's been shown recently because it was like they had those, the Nazgul figures came out recently. Like there was a Nazgul and the Nazgul on a horse. And the horse is actually really cool and super detailed. Like they did, but it's like, $550 or $600 or something. But apparently on the side of some of the boxes for InArt figures, they have, if you want to be able to, like, if you get something that has an issue or breaks or something or has some issues out of the box, they literally say on the side of the box now, you have to live record without interruption your unboxing of the figure.
I don't blame them for doing that shit, though.
Yeah.
Like,
but they no way showing the shipping thing and everything.
Yeah.
No, I think that's ridiculous. I'm sorry, that's ridiculous for a figure. No, that's absolutely ridiculous.
People got Butterfingers out there, man. People got Butterfingers, all right? So.
Yeah, but they require you have to live uninterrupted, showing everything, unboxing, taking
that
it
is
out,
crazy.
like, the whole
but
thing.
I'll say this, Lane.
Like, who can do that? Or fucking, I mean,
Lane, let me just say this: like, figures is a little bit different than like statues. Like, that buggy piece, that's a 100+ piece, thing. Like that's that piece right here, the Gecko Mortar.
But I'm gonna say if they had something like that.
That was like 80+ piece.
Yeah, the Blackbeard.
That would be annoying to live it, like full on video. But like, if it's a figure, Lane, that's at most 20 pieces.
No, but I mean, you gotta show that you took it out and it was out of the box, bro. I had an issue, like I got lucky because I got a $430 Dark Empire Luke figure that had the skull, that had the rooted hair.
Yeah, and
mine had issues. The hair and everything had issues, so I was able to send it back to get a replacement head sculpt. Now that was because through Sideshow. I have heard Hot Toys, if you're like in Hong Kong, trying to do stuff can be very difficult. But I think that is ridiculous. I'm sorry if you guys disagree, but this is one time I'm going to say, like Marcus, you're wrong. Because they have to uninterrupted video record you taking it out of the box as well as showing the shipping label and everything.
Yeah, but the figures, it's not a step. How long does it take to unbox a figure?
Exactly.
2 minutes.
Yeah. Lane, let me just say this as a statue collector mainly. When I unboxed that last Hot Toys Deadpool piece, it took 30, not even 30. Honestly,
I know, guys, but I know, but having that be the expectation, if you want to get any help on your figure or something that's screwed up, is dumb. I'm sorry, it's dumb.
I get your point.
It's ridiculous to expect that for everything, or you're fucking out of luck. I'm sorry. Like, if you're trying to make me not want to buy your figures, because I know with Hot Toys, especially if I buy it through Sideshow, or I've even bought them through third party where I have been able to get replacement parts or something didn't come or something was broken, then I'm not going to buy your stuff. It just comes down to it, because I need to have some avenue where I can send in and show, hey, this is screwed up, and I can get replacement parts. Now, that's through directly getting from them. So I don't know exactly But if they have that stuff where a lot of people aren't going to do that or can't necessarily do that, guys. I know maybe we think when doing that, but a lot of people don't or are not able to do that. Just aren't. And I think that is ridiculous. I do. I'm sorry if you like anybody, and just because you're paying $400, $500, $600 for some of these figures, which I know I'm talking on a statue thing where we were just talking about buying a sword for $13,000. I get it. Like when you come, I know when we talk about that, or you were just talking about like $1,700 or $1,800 for a big buggy statue, which, like, hey man, I have to worry about. Like, I'm looking forward to this, but I got to worry about like maybe 30, 40, 50 pieces, not making sure something isn't chipped or broken. I understand there's a difference sometimes in certain things.
Yeah.
But with these figures and everything, for what you are paying for them, like, I mean.
Now, what's art compared to Hot Toys? Like
they probably are a little bit, I don't want to say higher tier. But
they are.
Their stuff can be now. There are a lot of like with the Nazgul, where they're supposed to be doing the most accurate, like screen accurate, like they did not do a good job making sure that the Nazgul was screen accurate with his costume, because like on some of the outside, like the end parts and everything of around the sides of the like their outfits and everything, their robes. Like there was lining and stuff that had some different looks and style to them, or that were in the movie, and even on I think Asmus or something who did the figures before showed them correctly, was not like that. And for spending $500 or $600 possibly, you want this should look accurate to the movie, and it didn't. Now, do I worry every tiny little thing on the figure looks exactly like 100% like the movie, or am I going to notice all that myself? Probably not. Like I look at it, I looked at the Nazgul and I said, "Well, looks like the Nazgul." You know, it's got robes and the sword and.
Jacob, I don't know if you can see the what I have on the screen.
That's
yeah, this is in our right here, like their likeness on the pieces. It's a lot better than Hot Toys for sure.
Not always.
I don't know, Lane. I saw that Deadpool Ryan Reynolds. It was fucking horrible, dude. I thank God I got my money back, but that piece was fucking dog shit. So, I don't know. I'm just not a big figure person either, so that's another thing. But like this Arthur Fleck right here, Joker, it's really good.
Yeah, and they did like like for instance, the Michael Jackson has had a bunch of problems with wrist pegs breaking. So like,
what else is this? The leg pegs for that moonwalk, baby.
So Jacob, so what in art, like what their marketplace is basically is like they're high quality, but they're not as expensive as J&D. J&D is like Kojin, whatever it is, so 1.6.
Yeah, and
they price wise, and like they've had some issues, like you know, shipping out pieces and everything else. So like it's not worth
QC.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like QC, it's not worth the $2,000 price tag on Kojin compared to like this is like a great middle road. Like you get high quality, and you get cheaper prices compared to like you know Kojin works, but it's more expensive than Hot Toys. Like Hot Toys, like you pay $400 at most, $450 at most, shipped. You know, so.
Not always.
The problem is that something you can just glue, Lane? Like a statue, like you have one little break, you just fucking glue it. Can you just glue one of those fucking pegs?
Well, if they're snapped in half, no. But my thing is mostly with that, like that's not even the top thing I worry about. I mean, Hot Toys gives you extra pegs. It comes with them.
Yeah.
Like every figure comes with at least a couple.
But the pegs just hold what, the arms in and all that kind of shit?
You gotta hold the hands on to keep the hands actually on the figure.
Dude, if I was into figures, there's one way I'm going to display this thing forever. I'm not going to do the swap outs. Most people
that's how I am.
Straight up. I'm going to glue the motherfucking hands and the feet and everything in the one pose I want and be done with it. I'm never going to change it ever.
That sounds like a statue guy. I know. That's not what I do. How many
times do you change your Hot Toys and InArts?
Maybe once every 2 years. I don't own any InArts.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, I would just fucking glue that shit.
I got my first 2 inarts will be coming. The DKR Catwoman, and then I have the Corn Sweat Superman. Corn Sweat's going to come next year, in theory. But I'm sorry, like that really bothered me kind of a little bit with that. The requirement. But
I'm with JoJo. Paying for $400 for a doll is insane, dude.
Yeah, but statues are a toy too. These are all toys.
Well, it's rock. It's rock. It's not this fucking.
It's a fucking toy, dude. These are all toys. They are.
So, I was interested in one statue because I was just seeing from Tokyo Comic Con some pictures and stuff this week from Infinity's booth. They had I saw someone who had some really nice video. But are you considering, Jake, getting that Galadriel? With her holding the picture from the.
I don't give 2 fucks about Galadriel. Like,
that
don't give 2 fucks about that. But I have all the other half-scale Infinity ones, even shitty Aragorn in those. So, yeah, I'm probably going to get that stupid Galadriel.
Well, you bought that Weta one that you hated.
Galadriel?
No, that Lord of the Rings one that was like $4,500.
Oh yeah, the MC.
Well, where you said I'm gonna get it, and I kept at. I'm like, isn't that one like 5,000? You went, yeah, and you said, oh yeah, I'm probably gonna get it, and I'm like, did you just give yourself a concussion or something? Like you just said you hate these. No, you're gonna still buy it. You're still gonna buy it.
100%.
I feel the upset, it's like, well, my OCD just says if it says LOTR and it doesn't look like literally shit on a wheel, I'm gonna get it.
But again, this is the whole point of your last argument. Like, if you don't want to buy this shit because they don't come with more pegs, don't fucking buy it. Like, like I should be able to complain about this piece. I fucking hate it, but I want to buy it. Like, you either buy it or you don't buy it. Like,
well, I mean, I thought maybe you were going to get it just so you could use. It's like supposed to go in the corner somewhere where it's like in your, your life overwhelmed me room where you can just go and look at it, and that is it is there, and you stare at it for 30 seconds, and it literally exists, so you just complain about it. So you like burn all that fuel of all the complaints or everything that's happening in life to you.
No, it's just a good reminder of like. When I get it, like the addiction, like, man, I got a fucking problem.
Well, we all got problems, man. Like, this is a problem that we all got from in chat to here in our panel tonight.
Yes.
Okay.
It's absolutely disgusting.
Hey, Guile, can we all agree that haircut was never in fashion in the history of humankind?
Never, not a chance in hell.
I don't even.
You guys remember Paul from fucking Tekken? He had the same shit, dude.
It's literally like somebody like had the biggest load ever on some dude's head.
That is like literally take. I mean, that looks like a haircut that somebody in fucking Fist of the North Star would be stomping around. Like
I would just say this: the Japanese in the 90s really had a rough example of like what Americans were. They thought they were this, and they were not that.
I mean, this is literally like if you had Goku go Super Saiyan, and then Krillin did his.
If you want to see what that would look like on an actual person, other than obviously a cosplay or something, but you should just go watch. I think it was Police Story 3 with Jackie Chan. It's the one where he turns into Chun-Li. And he fights an evil Ken and an evil and as Guile. Like characters come out of Street Fighter machine and fight him. You can find the scene actually on YouTube. Yeah. And there is a guy actor who is in this one of the most surreal fight scenes I've ever seen. I never wanted to see like Jackie Chan and drag ever again.
Gosh, Lane, I'm gonna watch Police Story 5 now because I love that movie. It's so cool.
Yeah, but like he fight Guile comes out of
I know what you're saying. Like the American Chinese movies and Asian movies are ridiculous.
And seeing a guy with that haircut on it is one of the best.
Well, let me just go back to like, what the reason I brought this. Lane, you want to talk about the PCS?
Yeah. Yeah, that one They Live is really good too, but for a different reason. That's just for how much it hurts watching that fight actually happen. But we were just bringing up. So, guys, for anybody, any statue collectors or anything, PCS right now is doing like they did last year. They are having on the collectors group some going into their quote. They found a bunch of pieces going through their inventory that they're putting up, like basically first person to respond wanting to pick up the piece. They will contact you and you can pick up, and they're doing, sale price. All of these are starting at the retail price they originally were at. So they've already had some up, like the Adam Flux third scale. I know the Laura from Street Fighter V has been up.
Yeah, right.
This Purgatory.
Purgatory here it's 10% off. Yeah, so it's 1,200 shit. I think it is, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but even they've had some, but some of these are even ones that are
710 for
waitlisted and you can't get anymore.
Top 10 wrestler of all time, Undertaker. Yeah, just throwing that out there.
But so this, we were going to maybe talk about that a little bit later, but they are starting to do this. They said about 50 pieces will be going up over, I guess, between now and Christmas. They've already put up 6 or 7. So that's something, if you have any interest, maybe in some older Street Fighter pieces or just pieces in general, would be good maybe to check out. Like this Guile, I think, is probably one of the most recent ones they post. So, they're putting up probably, like I said, quite a few. I've owned some of their pieces. I know I already asked about what would probably be one of the more popular ones, the Chun-Li and Bikini ones, the 4 scales they put out from the annual pass line, like, I don't know, 5 years ago, 4 years ago, something like that. But a lot of Street Fighter stuff, and that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of just paying attention to see what they post up. They're not.
Jimmy's still in the chat. Jimmy, I'm sorry to say, man, collect what you love. You always say that. Collect Street Fighter, man. That's what you love. That's your fucking game, man. So if Jimmy's still in the chat from Godlike Statues, collect what you love. Yeah. Stay what you would.
He would probably do some of the quarter scales though from Prime.
I hope he does. I want him to collect what he loves.
He's really into the movie ones though. That's like, I think, where his focus.
He's selling them off too. He's selling them off too. So I don't know. I want him to be in a good spot in this collection. I think Street Fighter is his IP that he loves. He's just not doing it right now. So I hope he does though, because I think he'll make a great Street Fighter collection. I think that's it. That's his Street Fighter is like my One Piece, if that makes sense. Like that's our thing. So I just want him to collect what he loves. That's all it is.
Yeah, and he was really into but he was also really into Iron Man, and he went through.
I know, man. I hated that too because I wanted to see his whole like vision. Because like he showed me the vision like 9,000 times, and it just never went through because he backed out. I'm like, damn, man. Like I wanted to see it. So we'll see though. But also, I think there's one more thing we had. Let me get out of this real quick. Oh, there's one thing I want to talk about. So Lane, I brought up in our group message. Like, why does Iron Studios come out with some of the best stuff randomly out of nowhere? I don't know. Can you guys see this? It's too small still. Is that good? Can you guys see it, Lane?
Yeah, the Wolverine.
Yeah. Thank you. I wanted the confirmation of it. But yeah, so I don't know what is with the Iron Studios. They are so hit or miss.
Yeah.
But when they hit, it's awesome. I think this is the best Wolverine piece I've ever seen. Their Beast piece, the Iron Studios Beast piece, is awesome. I know it's not the biggest piece, but he's obviously not a big character, as you know, Lane, right? He's like 5'5" in the comics or whatever it is.
Yeah.
He's short king, baby. But this portrait right here, this is what I was like, oh my gosh! And like, look at the details and like the scratches and everything, like his outfit. I don't know, man. I love this piece, man. I hate that it's 1/4. If it was 1/3, oh my gosh, I would have bought it right now. Look at that. That portrait looks amazing. Now, I like the LBS piece, there's some issues I have with it. I think this suit looks a lot better than the LBS one. That portrait, it's fine. I'm not the biggest fan of that one, but I love the no mask portrait. Look at that, like the details on like the scratches and everything. It's so good, man. I don't know. I think this is an awesome piece. My favorite piece from them X-Men wise so far has been the Beast one, but this is a very close second. So I don't know. What do you think, Lane? Maybe am I going crazy? Chat, am I going crazy that Iron Studios came out with one of the best Wolverine pieces out there? But I don't know. Let me know.
Yeah, I know. I think it looks good. I like that it has the variant head sculpts.
Yeah.
This one definitely for like comic book.
Yes.
Scale to it is very. I think. Is this a quarter scale?
Quarter scale. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thought so. It didn't have the same big Smallin look that the Iron Studios 110 scale had. I think it looks solid. The one thing I do like is like the musculature, from his uncovered arms and everything like there. I think looks really nice. Gives him almost kind of that feeling look like from Marvel superheroes in the Versus game from the 90s, like the Capcom ones.
Yeah.
Because he literally looks like he's about to drive straight forward into a berserker barrage.
Yeah.
With that. So
Swiss cheese. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he really has like the more compact look to him and everything. And of course, it's the Tiger Stripe suit, which I think is probably my favorite one. This one, what's the price point for this, or is it not going to?
It's around $800, and then obviously shipping, taxes, all that stuff. Yeah.
So, but I mean, it's in the same ballpark that most quarter scales.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, no, and they have switched out for bone and
15 inches tall. So.
Yeah, that's pretty short for a quarter scale.
But also, like remember the other sideshow piece that came out with on the Sentinel hand? That was a very small piece too. Like he's just a small character though. That's my mindset about it. It's like he's
I mean he's
normally 5'6". Yeah,
I think 5'3". He's supposed to
exactly. I think he might be.
But he's mostly drawn these days like me. 5'9", probably somewhere 5'9".
The Hugh Jackman effect, I would say about Wolverine.
Yeah, well, I mean Jackman was a big guy.
He's 6'3", 6'4". Yeah, he's a big guy.
But Wolverine here, like, I will say, I don't know. I mean, there's just been so many effing Wolverine statues. It's hard to make one stand up. Hard to make one, really stand out for the character itself. But this is a solid Wolverine, especially from them. I've never been a very big Iron Studios fan myself.
Same here.
But I think they did a good job with how this proto looks. Yeah. Now we'll have to wait and see what the final looks like, of course, as always. I'm guessing when is this supposed to come out? Like this time next year?
Yeah, probably like a year plus in, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Iron Studios is normally pretty good about getting their stuff, whatever scale. They're usually pretty good about getting it on a relatively when they think it's going to come. But
like the sideshow, schedule usually it comes out at a relatively good time. It's not like
yeah. So they think they did a good job with this one. I'm pleased to see that. I really just like kind of the overly thick thighs and everything that he's showing there, like kind of absurdly big. I mean, would I buy this over even some maybe like that Uncanny X-Force Wolverine from XM or something? Probably not, but that one's also like $400 or $500 more.
Yeah.
But I think for the price point and everything, if you're looking for a not like too overly crazy big quarter scale, this one would be a good one to consider. I think they show an absolute Batman 110 scale?
It's 110.
So he's tiny. So he's tiny.
Very tiny. The only 1/3 scale I know that's coming out of Absolute is LBS is doing one. I think they
for Batman, which will be probably really cool. I do know LBS actually announced something really cool. JC had posted up and everything.
The Flash thing?
Thank you. No. For his Joker.
He did the Jim Lee or whatever.
Yeah, that Is a special. They're adding another head sculpt to that statue. Ghibli one. I think it was fat. I think it was great.
Yeah.
That I think that is, I think, maybe the best looking head sculpt.
The big news about OBS is like they're coming out with pieces. Like they come out with what's called Spider-Man. They come out with Thanos lately, and there's another piece that came out.
Yeah, Thanos came out great. That's almost
great. They've come out with a lot of pieces lately, so good on them. I cannot find Wolverine. There we go. That's the other piece that's been coming out. I cannot find that one post you're talking about. The yeah, I don't know. I can't find that one. But no, I don't know. Blaine, do you have anything else to talk about? I know Jacob's not in the chat right now, but
no, yeah. I did. Like, I mean,
there's Jacob.
Only other thing we really had, the only thing I know, at least, I mean, it was following too much, was we kind of saw just for a second the Dejathoris half scale. Those couple like facial shots that they put out so far.
I got you. I'll pull it up real quick. Mm-hmm. There's not much to be shown, obviously. It's just very little, of course.
It's going to probably be in the next few while.
So there's this right here.
Yep. Half scale. I'm already liking just how the facial sculpt for this one looks versus the third scale one, just because of the nature of the artwork. It definitely feels like it has a little bit more realistic style to it.
Uh-huh.
It is like, this is their third Deja, though, you know, because they've had the third scale by quarter scale on the throne, and then this one in half scale. So that's a lot in a relatively short period of time. I'm, you know, but at the same time, you know, it's, I think could be a cool statue. I'm interested to see what the whole thing's going to look like. I don't think it, like I said, half scale's not really my jam, but I'm interested to see exactly what's going to look like. Is it going to help distinguish itself more? Because I don't know if you, Jake, you remember PCS put out that half scale Vampirella earlier this year, like back in the summertime or early fall. And, you know, they've done some updates already, like, you know, in the 3D sculpting, that they're changing up the head sculpt to make it look a little bit more interesting than how it looked originally, where it looked like a lady cosplaying pretty much as Vampirella, the half scale one, when they had it like San Diego Comic-Con. So this one, I'm interested to see PCS.
Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of wondering what is the art, like what is the art? Is there a cover, or what's the artwork basis for this one?
Is this a render here, or is it an actual like prototype?
I believe it's a render. There's a couple other pictures too. Let me bring them up. I'm pretty sure it's a render.
Yeah, I think it's right there.
Yeah, right here. So like, this is another picture right here.
From the other side.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, I just my whole point is like there's so many Dejathoris, and PCS has done like multiple scales of Dejathoris. I'm like, that's cool and everything, but like you gotta think about the sales aspect. You know, like you gotta think about like, you know, I don't know, not just me, but I think
being kind of a weird that it does feel like, because you have other options that are not as big.
Yeah.
You know, now this one may look a lot better. So, you know, that is the caveat with it. But where just in the last several years, they've had a couple of the versions of her. And, you know, as we've talked about before, half scale is not the easiest scale to try and sell, because it is really big. Now, admittedly, these ones, the like bases usually aren't like super huge or anything, at least from what we've seen, like the Vampy. So width wise and everything, but you know, she'll be like 40 inches tall, 41 inches tall. So she's going to be, you know, you're just going to have a lot of height space if you're going to fit her.
Is this character that big? Like, do that many people love this character from?
I don't know. I that's where I'm at with you, Jacob. I don't know. Like, if it's selling well for them, I guess so, right? Like,
I have been saying this for like 2 years. I like PCS. I like what they're trying to do, but they need to stop focusing on all these like niche fucking pieces like this. Especially like you guys said, it's been done already.
Yeah,
like
like,
how many other things have been canceled recently? Like, oh, there's not enough interest. There's not enough interest. Why are you wasting money on this shit? Focus on Star Wars. Focus on some of that other fucking stuff.
And the thing is too, like, I don't know. I'm with you, man. I really am. It's just like, but like at the same time, Jacob, if this is selling well, like who can we blame then? Besides, like, you know,
I don't think. How many things are they going to cancel in the next year?
They canceled one thing so far that we know of. It was the Optimus, like kind of Jetwing type thing. Like,
well, they did
Gargoyles too. They canceled this. Well, that's on hold or something.
No, they said it was canceled, Blaine.
Oh, they said Gargoyles. I heard it was on hold.
No, Gargoyles. I'm talking about the Optimus Prime.
Yeah, no. But they've also canceled the William, the deluxe.
Yeah, but on a hold means it's going to be canceled unless you get more POs.
Yeah.
And again, most of these people would have done it already, or they're waiting to see in hands. So either way, it's not getting fucking done.
Well, they also canceled the quarter scale at 200.
So no, they need to quit doing stupid stuff like this. I don't know who's telling Ant to do this stuff, or else he can just acquires licenses for cheap. It's like, oh, I'll try this. Like,
my whole thing is like, you know, the perfect example of like what we're arguing about right now, but like talking about is like the Star Wars series. They have like a 1/3 like dynamic kind of like no silicone, and then they have like a 1/3 silicone. Everybody just waits for the silicone piece. Like, honestly, in my opinion, what I've heard is like, for me,
you're competing against yourself. Why would you want to do that?
Right. You're taking away from your own pieces. So that's my issue with like their marketing.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing. Here's the one thing. Hold on. Here's the one thing I'll say. At least for the Star Wars ones we've seen so far. Now, I don't know. At least from the 2 that we've had put out for pre-order or starting to come to people now from the Star Wars 3rd scale line, they're at least very different in pose.
They are, but still, like,
but hold on. But even like the Emperor is totally different from each other. One sitting on the throne, one is the silicone, one is of him, you know, kind of standing, walking like from Return of the Jedi on the hangar bay. So there's still different looks, and that gives people the opportunity to choose which preferred look they would want to get.
For sure.
Yeah, you're still competing against yourself.
They're still competing against their own pieces. But if they came out with pieces like maybe a couple years after, okay. But they're coming out at the same time. Like, basically, they do the dynamic piece a month after they do the silicone piece. So it's like a weird strategy they're doing. I don't know. I don't know. That's just me. I don't know. They know more about their strategy than me, but that's just
I'm okay as long as they're not doing the same piece, exact look or style, and the same thing. Just
yes, I get your point.
One, if they're the same thing, but just like how Hot Toys does, where they're not very literally the same, but like where Hot Toys has for a lot of their artisans, there was an artisan thing, which was the hair. And then there's just a sculpted version.
Then what we're saying is like, it's not more of like we're blaming like, you know, PCS of like saying they're screwing collectors over. We're saying they're screwing themselves over. If that makes sense. That's a difference.
I don't think they would be doing that unless they had certain things worked out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so they, like I said,
we can say this, but look at PCS's track record. Like, they couldn't even get their website right forever. And I don't even know if it's still is.
I still don't have my collector's points from pieces I bought, so I don't know.
No, nothing. So it's just like, I don't know what they're doing. Like,
neither.
And if I was them, if I had that Star Wars license, I'd look and see what works. Like, okay, silicone. J&D does it best. Can we compete with them? Probably not. Prime 1, Lord of the Rings line. All polystone, Enough people buy them. We've had like 10 of these statues. Why don't we do that with Star Wars? Like, and then like the Emperor on throne. Great example. The non-silicone one is the pose on the throne everybody wants.
Everyone wanted,
but then they do the silicone one. Yes.
Well, it is kind of funny because
when they do
the bigger one, the bigger
hands.
one,
the hands aren't even silicone. It's just the face.
With that, real quick, Lane, with that piece, which I always got mad about, is like there's two versions of the Emperor. There's the episode 3, 2, 1, and then there's episode 5, 4, 6, or you know what I'm saying, like 5, 6, 7. They should have done 100%. They should have done these drone piece if they want to do that, and the silicone piece should have been the episode 3 version of the Emperor. Red outfit because it gets a little bit more pop, I guess you say, color wise, rather than like I'm sorry to say, like the original trilogy, you know, Return of the Jedi, the Emperor is kind of boring. He kind of just is, you know, there. He's Mr. Evil to be evil. You know, this he's a good plot point, but he's not exciting. Like the episode 3 version of Emperor is actually pretty exciting. He has like color on him. He can fight obviously with the lightsaber. Obviously, we saw in episode 3. So I think they should have done like I think they should do both versions too. Like they should do one if they're going to do the character. They should do the character in the OG trilogy, and then they should do the character in the prequel series. If they can do that with the characters in both, like obviously Han Solo is not in the prequel series, so like you got to do him. If they ever do him, they're going to do like the non-silicone versus silicone. That's fine. But if a character's in both, might as well do both fucking versions. That way you differentiate yourself in both statues. I mean, like, there's characters like people like me that love the original trilogy more. I mean, not the original, that like the prequel trilogy more than the original trilogy. So you're differentiating yourself in these statues, but they're not doing that. They're doing basically the same character in the same fucking movie over and over again, and just different like silicone, non-silicone. So it just for me, it's hurting their value on these pieces, and they're doing it so quickly too. That's another thing. I don't know. Like I said, I am not a business person in PCS. I'm not, you know, I'm not all in their finances, but I hope they figure it out because, like you said, Jacob,
you have to do your own stuff with business and finance and all that stuff in a different field, so you know what.
The best thing PCS could do for themselves: one, get the website set up,
and don't compete with yourself.
Two, all the pieces they have that. They were supposed to come out months and months and months and months and months ago. Get that caught up. Make sure in hands, nobody has issues. The paint's good, all that, so people have trust in you. Then continue with this shit. That's what I would do. But I don't know. I like PCS because they're trying to do stuff different. But I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the other thing we just had put out, that if Freddie were here, I knew it'd be all over this, was that Aloy versus the
Slitherfang? Yeah.
The Slitherfang.
Give me a second to bring that up. I didn't think about that.
That just came up yesterday. For
me, it's 3 boxes I heard, so that sucks.
Yeah.
Good luck on that.
You know, Jake has heard me repeatedly say, I'm still amazed where some of these pieces are like 3 boxes, yet that Sauron third scale is supposed to be in 2 boxes. Now, I looked at the estimated dimensions for one of the boxes, and I think that the box that it was like 5 feet tall or something. I was like, oh, it's just super mega jumbo size, because they're probably splitting the torso up or something into 2 pieces. But I looked at this. I know, like Freddie, he's like really. I mean, I played the first Horizon. I never played the second. Thing is big, like kind of Grunbelt. It's just there's a lot of this statue all over the place.
I hate the Virgin portrait. I think that Virgin portrait looks horrible. But so I know it's game accurate. I get it, but still, it looks bad. Look at that. The thing looks horrible. That's fucking bad, dude. What is she on her fucking?
Why does she have that period blood on her face? What is that?
I'm saying, the period blood, dude. Like, what are we doing here? I think this piece is good. I know a lot of Horizon fans are very excited about this piece. So I played the first game. I thought it was okay, but I know that the fan base is pretty big, so good for them to figure this piece. 3 boxes, it should not be that, but it is obviously. So
It's big.
It's what
I think it's badass.
It's cool, but it's not that big. Like, come on, and not 3 boxes big. It's
88 centimeters deep. Holy shit,
yeah,
dude!
Look at that's because of that tail right there. That's why. Look at that. That thing's sticking out like a fucking sore thumb. So like that base is probably what 68 to 78. I would say that range, but it's still pretty big, centimeters. But it's not 88. 88 is fucking huge. Like that thing is. But that, like I said, that's because of that tail that's sticking out. So I think they kind of screw because like 3 boxes makes everything more expensive. That's my mindset. And people were having issues with boxes in their collection, like, storage systems or this and that. So that's another issue. Like, so companies have to figure out how to maintain space better with at least 2 boxes. I would say. Like Lane, your Harley was 1 box, correct?
Yep. Oh yeah. It was huge.
Yeah, exactly. So this piece should not be fucking 3 boxes. I'm sorry to say, it just should not be. That's them failing on boxes.
Well, I remember just spazzing when I saw that the wolf predator was 4.
Yeah, that's insane.
I was like, what?
Boxes or no boxes, I will say this. This is one of the few pieces where Prime 1 didn't have a crazy base, and the statue still looks badass as fuck. So, I mean, that's saying something for the statue.
Yes.
Like, look at that base. Like, that's the most tame Prime 1 base I've ever seen. And the statue looks badass, dude.
But see how much that tail sticks out? That's why I was making it 88, like right there. You see that?
No, it is.
Yeah, so like that's really about 68 to, I would say, at most 75 centimeters deep, which is still a deep piece. I'll give you that, but still.
Yeah, you can't fit that in a module space.
Nah. You sideways, yeah, you can.
Dude. But again, the whole boxes thing, that's a collector problem, not a business problem. You know what I mean?
You gotta my mindset is you gotta get better at boxing. That's what my mindset.
But the whole problem is us collectors, we're hoarders and we want everything. It's our fault we don't have room for the 1000th box. You know what I mean?
But Jacob, think about the guy. Think about a guy has 3 pieces, and this is 3 boxes with his 3 pieces. That's a total of 3 pieces plus the other 2. So that's fucking 5 boxes in a small house, maybe, or apartment, for no reason because you want to just be horrible at boxing. I don't know. That's just me. We're the exception. We're dumbasses. And we're not the everyday, collector. John from Everyday Collector, but still, we're not the everyday collector. We are.
Okay, let's say this: you're keeping the boxes for either resale or if you move. If you're moving a long ways away, you're not going to pack up all that shit anyways. You're going to sell it locally and probably buy it again or something like that. And then I don't know. I want to say I don't know if I can. If I didn't have unlimited storage, I would burn my motherfucking boxes. I don't know. So I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I just think 3 boxes is overkill, but I think it's a good-looking piece. It's reminiscence of it's a kind of like a companion piece to the Guts versus Gun build, and then the what's the name Balrog versus Gandalf. It's one of those type of pieces, 1/10 non-scale type pieces, big old monster versus little old human. So it's cool. If you're a Horizon fan, I still think this portrait's horrible, but
that looks stupid. That looks so stupid.
It looks so fucking bad, dude. But if you're a big fan of this IP, good for you guys. You get this piece in. I like the first game. The second game I never played, but it never really enticed me to get the second game. But
what's the price on this?
Oh shit! Let me look it up. I think it's $14.99 or $17. Oh my god, $99. Oh, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. $1,800 all at retail, and then plus shipping, taxes. Good luck. Good luck, I would say. Good luck. But yeah, I don't know. Do you guys have anything else you guys want to talk about, or?
The only other thing I was going to say, we don't have to talk forever on it or at all, but I was going to ask you guys what you thought about Netflix buying Warner Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a whole other long conversation. But I think that means physical media is in trouble. Probably long term. Like I'm talking maybe in 4 to 5 years from now. Probably means movie theaters are mostly done.
They are
for the most part. Just with more of the consolidation. Now, there's a lot of legal stuff over the next couple of years that they're going to have to go through. Like this is a big deal. I think it'll eventually go through. I don't trust Netflix making good stuff because 85% of their stuff comes out bad, and then maybe 10 to 15% like for creative or good storytelling. Like, and I worry because, like, as a comic collector, I worry DC Comics, like, what's going to happen with it. Not right away, but I'm talking, some years from now, if this is finalized. Like,
I don't think they have any control of DC Comics. That's a different division.
No, they will. That is part of DC Entertainment. They will own. They will own it.
I thought it was the movie division only and TV division.
No, that's part of all that stuff. But like now, it just may go along like it's been most of the last 25, 30 years, where Warner Brothers hasn't really cared about it that much. I think Netflix was the worst option because I just don't think Netflix only cares about the streaming service, like the streaming content.
They don't care about box office numbers. They just don't.
Yeah, I think they spend money like just ludicrously and not very smartly, but it's worked for them and they've grown and grown. They're trying to become like the Microsoft of technology and stuff. They're mostly a technology company. But Warner Brothers has had, still even after this year, has had debt, so has not been run super effectively just as a company very well over the last probably decade or two. So at the same time, that might help, the company being put up in there. There's a possibility it could help maybe some better management stuff. Who knows? I don't think it's going to end up being a good thing long term. However, I'm not going to know for years, and
we'll see.
Yeah,
that's what I don't know.
We're ready, dude. Like, look, movies are my fucking shit, dude, and I love physical media. And like you said, that's fucking dead now. Yeah, and they're gonna do the same thing that Disney did. And any of their shit, they're going to make it wokeified. Because Netflix does that already. All their shit is going to be fucking terrible, dude.
Well, it's also the thing is you're going to get into the point now where we already been heading there, but by the time this is all done, now this might be like 10 years from now, but all the streaming stuff is going to cost the same amount as if you had, 25 years ago, you had the same pricing for like cable packages and stuff. It's going to be
it already does. It's even more than that once you get them all. It's even more than that.
Yeah, but I'm saying with more focused stuff and everything, is if there's any more consolidation, it's literally just you're going to be doing cable television, but it's streaming thing instead of cable. That's
honestly, I'm surprised the government allowed Disney to buy Fox and Netflix to buy Warner Brothers, because this is like monopoly situation, isn't it? Like how the fuck is it not? It's wild. It's wild.
Yeah.
Look at what Disney has done once they acquired Marvel and all this other shit. I think it's fucking terrible. Netflix is gonna do the same fucking thing, dude. But maybe even worse. Maybe, probably not. Look at Star Wars. Like, Star Wars is so fucked. But no, it's not good.
The House of Mouse, baby. The House of Mouse.
But we got the same thing going again.
Yeah. I'm more proactive. I guess you could say like more okay with Netflix versus the House of Mouse. The House of Mouse is lost. They're gone. They don't know what they're doing. They're lost. They're making Toy Story 17. Like it is disgusting. Like.
But Netflix is the same way. Like, look at Stranger Things. When that first season came out, like that was an S tier show. There's very few shows I'd say are S tier. It's like Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad. That's it. That first season is like, holy shit, this is gonna be good. And it just nosedived, dude. Like,
but that's a lot of shows too. That's a lot of shows. Like Peaky Blinders, another Netflix show I love. I love Peaky Blinders, but it definitely did nosedive after like Tom Hardy died.
The Witcher.
Oh.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're gonna fuck all this up.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I do agree. Like, they have a bad track record, but they also have a track record that they make money. So we'll see. But I think the House of Mouse is worse than all of them, though. I think the House of Mouse is they're a cancer on the whole industry right now. They have so much power, but they're losing so much now. So thank God they are. But still.
Remember how there's an alternate universe out there where Blockbuster bought Netflix back in the day, and all this streaming stuff never happened, and we're just living the dream right now. Like,
Netflix. There's a lot of good positives about Netflix, but their original content is very hit or miss. It's rough.
Yeah, Netflix, the high point was because when they were a place where you could find all your all the content and stuff at one spot.
They had everything
like 12, 13 years ago.
When they had no competitors in the streaming way.
And everybody wasn't pulling all their stuff. Like
now we got now we got like 17 different
websites. But we're starting to see that consolidation now of those services and stuff. But it's not going to help pricing and stuff.
Netflix won. Netflix won the streaming wars. Like they won. They beat everybody out. They made money. Everybody else lost money. Disney Plus is horrible. But they got Hulu and then they got National Geographic and ESPN. But like Netflix beat all of them by a million miles.
Funky models that's hard to follow and stuff. I mean,
they can do whatever
the issue also for just is because with streaming, instead of being kind of like when it first was a support thing to cable or something like that, is that they've had to expand how to get different types of content, like live action sports and everything. I mean, that's cool now. We're starting to see that and stuff. So like I've been able to watch NBA sometimes on Prime, but having a 4 or 5 year NBA contract is billions of bucks, boys, or WWE or whatever. They got to, I think they're finding with the model of streaming, it can be hard to make money where obviously you can make or lose money, not easy necessarily in movies, but it was easier to kind of bean count what and everything you were making and losing and everything on projects where I'm sure they have algorithms or something, but where you're having it's not as straightforward necessarily to keep track of how are we doing. Also, though, it could be easier to fool investors or stuff, depending on what are the metric type things you're trying to use. But it makes it hard for us kind of as consumers, just whether entertainment or otherwise, to follow in like. So they're telling us this is super successful, but then we hear, well, yeah, you spent like, $350 million over the last 5 years for 4 seasons of this TV show, which has always gotten mixed ratings. So all we can go off that this is supposed to be a success is that the creator of it is telling us.
The greatest streaming company right now so far is Crunchyroll. They're like the one that's killing the most. They're the most popular. They're the ones that the most proactive and everything. And guess what? It's anime. Anime is so popular now. It's like Jacob said, his kids are watching, his students are watching anime more than DC and Marvel. So it's just a new thing. So the streaming wars really, obviously Netflix won, but Crunchyroll's right there. HBO Max failed, Hulu failed, Disney Plus failed. A lot of these other ones failed, but it's a nightmare for everybody else. I don't know. I can't stand it. I think we ran out of topics. So we've been going on for 2 hours? It says 2 hours plus. the first 15 minutes we're on the other stream, but I don't know about you guys. Do you guys have anything else to talk about or no? Jacob?
Lane? The only other thing I have you guys, did you guys watch Welcome to Derry? I really like that.
I watched the first 2 episodes. I got bored out of my mind.
No,
I like it. I don't know. I really enjoy it.
I just got bored.
I like it more than the newest season of Stranger Things.
You like the Stranger Things?
No. I don't have Netflix right now, so I've never watched.
For me, Jacob, the new season of Stranger Things, I'm at a point where I'm so invested. Like I've watched every season that I'm like having to watch the last season. Like it's the last season. So I'm like one of those. Like it's one of those things. Like I've watched so much, I have to finish it. If that makes sense. And,
I get that.
And I think the last first part was okay. The ending was pretty cool, but I'm not jumping up and down for everything. You know, I think it's okay season at best. It's fine. It's good. You know, like good for them. It's not like it's not breaking anything. You know, but also like, you know, you love Game of Thrones. I think the last 3 seasons of Game of Thrones are fucking some of the worst TV we've ever seen in the past 20 years.
I would say the last season was rushed, but everything else, I mean,
the 2 seasons before, people were fucking time jumping in areas within a week. So I got annoyed with it. It got too much. It was lazy writing the whole way, so I couldn't get it. I couldn't express it.
Can we agree with this though? 1.5 years ago, this was the best show released all year. I think it's going to be this year too. Fallout, the new Fallout.
I heard it's great. I heard it's great. I heard it's great though.
Dude, you should watch it. It's fucking awesome.
I heard it's fun. Yeah, it has David Goggins, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I like him. Or Walter Goggins, my bad. Walter Goggins.
Yep.
I heard he's amazing. I like him as an actor. I heard the show's fun. It's not like it doesn't take itself too serious, if that makes sense. Like,
no, it doesn't have an agenda to push across. Like
fun,
these people are
goofy.
It's entertaining. No,
serious moments too, but it's just a fun show. I heard. That's all I heard. So
I love it.
I should be on that. Yeah.
You need to watch it.
But you haven't also, and you said a year and a half. You haven't also watched One Piece too. So like, you know, like that. It also Kingdom, Anime Kingdom. First season is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life, but Kingdom is one of the best stories you ever read.
That's on my watch list. Ever since a couple weeks ago when you guys were talking about that, I added that to my watch list. So
the first, I always say,
did you guys ever watch did you guys watch within the last year or two any of the by the kind of US like Western anime style shows like Castlevania or
Castlevania I liked.
My cousin loves it though.
Or that Devil May Cry one from this this past summer. That was really terrible.
Blue Eye Samurai was great though. I know it's not anime, but it's a kind of anime inspired. I love Blue Eye Samurai though. That was awesome. Have you seen that, Jacob, or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I saw the K-pop.
More American was Devilman Crybaby.
I heard that.
Devilman Crybaby. Yeah, that thing is so violent, but it's definitely violent like the original source material.
It takes 2 episodes to get over the animation. It's kind of fucking weird, but
it's different. Yeah. It's different. It's a unique anime. Yes. It's not bad. It's not bad, but it's so unique that you can't say it's bad. If that makes sense.
I did finally watch K-pop Demon Hunters. I will say it's definitely not my type of movie or anything.
Same. My niece.
But some of the music, I can see some of the music for it is very catchy. Like it's easy to hum to your head.
My niece is obsessed with that movie. That's for her generation. Like,
yeah. Well, I know. See, I can think of for my own thing because I ended up started like just randomly caught it on YouTube. Is like for my back in the 80s, back when I was like little, like very little, like 7, 8 years old. I remember when Aha and Take Me On came out that had this drawing style and everything, but K-pop Demon Hunters is that kind of music where it can be just stuck in your head. You can see, or there's unique, because I'm not directly comparing the movie to a 4-minute music video, but like the style of that music video really caught the imagination of people who watched it, even though it's a very short, very simple story. I thought it was actually hilarious with that music video where I read a story like back in 2018 or 2019, right before the pandemic happened, the actress who played the woman from that Aha video and the lead singer for Aha actually met up at the because it was still in existence that where the live action shots were done for being in that little restaurant or cafe. That cafe still existed, so they actually met at that cafe, and he wasn't actually ever there, but they met up at that. I thought that was hilarious. But like K-pop Demon Hunters has that kind of music to it where it can do
I get you. Yeah. And the animation's solid too with K-pop Demon Hunters. The story's fine, but it's not for us. Obviously, it's for kids, and it doesn't.
Yeah. And especially for girls. Yes. Although apparently, but apparently, like it's just in general has a very popular. Like it's really hit. With
no, it's huge.
They said there's going to be a sequel, but it's not going to be like till 2029.
Yeah, they'll get it done quicker. But if you walked outside like not Thanksgiving, Halloween, I saw so many K-pop white girls, brown girls, Mexican girls, fucking black girls. They're all K-pop Demon Hunter out, bro. It really was in my area at least. So
maybe that's one thing that can bring us all together as a country and heal us is K-pop
Demon Hunters.
Yeah, K-pop.
Simple.
What really would bring us together? Jacob,
What will bring us together?
Yeah, as a country. Come on now. You know what I would say. Come on, say it.
Having a K-pop Demon Hunters version of We Are the World.
Jacob, come on. One Piece. God damn it, dude. Come on.
Oh my God. No. Why would you bring us together? God damn.
You go on a pirate adventure for the freaking One Piece.
That or also
into
everybody
the
accepting LeBron James is the GOAT. That's another thing too.
You were just really lucky that William and Freddie are not here, or they would devour you.
Hey, that's a great segue. Kane is asking, where is William?
So he said that. William is being lazy tonight, and I don't like William tonight. I'm kidding. He has, family stuff. Obviously, we can't always make it every weekend. I think he had like his daughter has some type of thing tonight. So, us drunk Marcos, drunk Jacob,
Silly meatheads. Yes, we can definitely fill in here.
There you go. So you got us. I'm sorry that you got us tonight, obviously, but yeah.
So one thing I'm just interested because this may be a good last just quick thing here because we're past 2 hours now, so we'll wrap up here maybe with this. So we were just looking at that Blitzway piece a little bit earlier, the Inuyasha. So because allegedly there is this split possibly with Blitzway and Prime One, do you guys think that's going to affect not the endoskeleton because that was Prime One, but those T800 pieces 100%, as well as the Justice League? Do you think the other Justice League pieces?
It's already showing. It's already showing. Blitzway has absolutely slowed down they're on the XM little vibe right now where they have a lot of POs that have not come out, if that makes sense. So it's 100% hurt them. The Prime One Blitzway split up. I think.
Do you think those pieces will get canceled?
No, I think they will come out unless they go under. If they go under, yes. But if they still a company within 2 years, those pieces will come out. It just doesn't take a long time. So, which is not good. It's not good, obviously. So, I don't know. For me, they're in a bad spot. Obviously, it's kind of like the writing is on the wall with Blitzway. Hopefully, it's not because I think they do great work. So.
Well, XM did great work.
Yeah, the XM still. If you see the piece.
Yeah, I know. I've had a couple people ask me if I'm going to get the Robin King because I was really into the because I had them for years.
They do great work. It just
Batman who laughs.
That's all it is.
And I like the Robin King except for the fucking Darkest Night. Yeah.
I would love X-Men to do if X-Men got back on their feet and everything. I would love them to do like 1/3 stuff. I would love it.
Hey man, if they could, who a character I would love to see him take a shot at because they do really good with the goo stuff and everything. Is I know we just had PCS do it, but I would love to see them do a Null.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I think they would do a magnificent Null.
1/4.
Yeah, or something.
Yeah.
I
think they would do a good job on that.
Because I think the PCS looks pretty good, but I think they would
huge for no reason. It makes sense that PCS piece.
Yeah, well, I want to know what's going on with their Godzilla pieces they still have to put out.
Yeah,
that's the primary thing I've been wondering about. Because they're supposed to do a Godzilla and Space Godzilla, which is from one of the worst Godzilla movies ever made, but it's also maybe in my top 4 favorite Godzilla movies because I love Space Godzilla. He's like maybe my favorite Godzilla enemy monster, except for Ghidorah.
Gotcha.
But
Godzilla with space.
Yeah, well, that it's a weird movie with Space Godzilla because the movie itself, when it tries to explain the origin of Space Godzilla, literally in the scientific exposition scene to explain the monster, kind of contradicts itself. What could be the origin of Space Godzilla and how it came into existence? It's hilarious to watch.
When I hear Space Godzilla, all I can think of is Leprechaun 4 in space. It's just like
no. Space Godzilla is awesome looking. He's actually probably literally one of the most powerful enemies that Godzilla ever fights, and he has a very because the look is actually based off from Super Godzilla, which was on the Super NES, which was an enhanced form of Godzilla. But I love Space Godzilla. But
Zilla's not better than Kong, though. We all know that.
There's a lot of talk that because the next MonsterVerse thing, Supernova, there's been a look that Space Godzilla could be the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, obviously not exactly a specifically exact rendition.
You just said how Space Godzilla is a fucking joke, and that's where they're going next. Like, that's terrible.
I didn't say Space Godzilla was a joke. Space Godzilla
you said it makes you laugh, and it contradicts itself.
Well, yeah, okay. I said the actual movie itself is not a great movie, but I love Space Godzilla the monster. It's one of the smarter enemies that Godzilla ever fights. Unfortunately, it loses to him and Mogra. Stupid.
I don't know. I always thought King Kong and Godzilla were overrated. Maybe not the original.
Whoa.
Yeah. Well, I'm not. I don't honestly. I'm not. Honestly, I don't care about in the whole Monsterverse. I don't really care about Kong that much.
Wow.
I care about Godzilla.
He's us.
I mean, I'm just not. I love the original King Kong, where he's 30.
No, I agree. That movie was historical.
But that's an all-time great movie. Except maybe when he's stepping on island people. Maybe minus that. But yeah, no. I mean, Godzilla was always the part of the equation of Godzilla and Kong that I ever cared about. And I'm not the biggest MonsterVerse fan. I mean, I just gave away my Blu-rays for the MonsterVerse because I was having to get rid of some stuff to make some space. But that's the one statue I've been asking about the most from XM. I'm like, because they were like $2,000 and they're huge. They're really, really big. Because they did Godzilla from the Heisei era and Space Godzilla. Like 2 different versions you could put against each other. They literally took up an entire fucking table. But I don't know. Anyway, we're just babbling on here, or I am. And you guys Marcos is falling asleep here, man.
Yeah, I'm fucking yawning. My bad. No, it's late. I've been up since 4 a.m., so that's
fine. You probably need to get a couple hours sleep, homie.
So me, I'm a guy that needs 5 hours of sleep. That's it. So I went to bed at 11. We'll go back.
I'm gonna wait to see he says that when he's 45.
Yes, maybe I am a young guy. I'm being young and dumb.
I know he's like, I'm getting old now. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, so you're not 18 years old. Yes, you're older than 18. You're still a young guy.
So
when you're gonna hit, I will call you somewhat old when you hit 40. I'm like, well, then you're in the later stages. Now you're starting to hit maybe the kind of old.
Yeah, but I'm feeling it, man.
Way.
When I get down on my knees to do something, I'm like, oh shit, I almost tore my ACL right there.
Oh, so we didn't ask Margaret. Just this will be the last thing, just as we go out. What do you got? We were gonna say for next year. What are 3 characters or pieces you're hoping you might want that you might look to pre-order next year? For Jacob, if it gets announced, I already know one he'll do.
We don't know. I can go right away. So
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, for me, I want a Jimmy Palace smoker so bad. One piece. I want a Mace Windu PCS piece, 1/3 silicone, and I also want a Prime 1 Batman, the Batman 2 when that piece comes out. Obviously, when the second Batman comes, because I want to see what the update is doing on his outfits and everything. So we'll see. But yeah, those are my 3.
That'd be good. So for me, I'm following the J-Rub thing. I want a Slave Leia. It doesn't matter whichever version of it. Yeah. PCS 3rd scale, I'll buy that. I've already told Ann, if it does that, I'm going to buy it. If someone says, oh, that's being disrespectful or that's like gootering, I'm like, well, the time and place when it's to goon, then it's time to goon. And leave it at that. I ain't married. I don't have to worry about a wife or girlfriend getting mad at me, at least right now. I'm hoping in the future there'll be time where they want to get mad at me and I'll be okay. And then Prime 1, I'm kind of hoping I would really like to see from DC from them just maybe some non-Batman characters because it doesn't even matter necessarily. I would like to see them do some Batman villains. But I don't have like something way specific like that. Maybe that Mr. Freeze or that Riddler actually finally being shown that they showed like the 3D renders kind of for. I think we're going to see at least one of those next year. And then 3rd, I'm hoping J and LBS. Maybe I want to kind of see what they might do beyond just for DC, but beyond the Justice League. Like, what other villains? Like they've teased Ra's al Ghul. Are they going to do that? Will they do Darkseid? I can't imagine the size of Darkseid would be. I mean, they did Thanos, and he came out where he doesn't take up the entire room. But I just want to see kind of what LBS will do DC wise beyond the initial like Justice League. But that might be like this time next year or something. They even get stuff like that. I know Marvel and stuff. They might have a little bit more focus on at least the first half of next year. And J&D. I really like J&D. I want to get kind of a 3rd and final piece from J&D that'll be finish my troika of J&D pieces. Because I've had Catwoman now for a few years. I've had the original Harley. I'd like to get somebody to kind of where I could stick with them, and then I would have 3 of them in a row, and then that would be kind of the cap. I would like to get the Harley dancer Margot Robbie, but that's $4,000. And it's just such a specific scene.
Yeah.
That
of all the J&D that besides like
I feel that's one if I really had to get that would be something I could find for under retail sometime down the road a while. Like I just don't think that one is gonna be retail anymore. But I don't know. I mean, honestly, if we could get any other, like just whatever from DC's catalog or something that they would do. I know they like did the BVS Batman, which I really like that look, but it's not one I want to spend $2,500 at least, or something on. I think if they would do a Julie Newmar Catwoman, I'd probably get that. I know Jazzing is doing the figure, but I don't love the Jazzing figure. Something for the head sculpt just was really fucking weird to me. I can't put my finger on it because I think the Catwoman looks good. The Pfeiffer Catwoman I think looks good. But or if they do Prime 1 does Trieber. I really kind of one of the reasons I've actually held off finally pre-ordering the Sauron is I kind of want to see what they do with Trigger. How long ago was that they teased that? Was that like over a year ago? Year and a half ago? Like it's been a long time.
Yep. So, Jacob, what about you, man?
My 3, all hyperreal, hopefully by J&D. Ferris Bueller, George Costanza.
Oh, George.
And Ace Ventura coming out of a rhino's asshole. Those are my 3.
Great.
Wow, that is.
I want more comedy statues for sure.
100%. I'm not. I think I feel like I'm getting like New Year's trolling from Jacob there for this. But
dude, all those. I'm not even trolling you. If those were fucking made, I'd buy them in a fucking second.
You would be the only. You'd be the only one who would.
No, I'll be right there with him. George Costanza, I'll be right there with him.
One of the greatest characters ever made.
Not the. He's the greatest comedy character in TV history. 100%.
Okay, let me. If they end up as they've been teasing, if they put out Jack Sparrow and
who gives a fuck about Jack Sparrow? George Costanza is a better. He's a better comedy character of all time.
Festivus season. It's Festivus season, Lane. Come on.
Oh,
Area
Stop, Lane.
Yeah, for those things, I give 1,000% better chance you're going to get fucking Davy Jones
100%.
and Jack Sparrow over that.
Is a better comedy.
Doesn't mean it's the right statue. Doesn't mean that. Doesn't mean that at all.
Cartwright. Hey, Jacob, you don't remember the Cartwright episode? Cartwright? Like, your last name's not Cartwright. He's like, yeah, I know my name's not Cartwright.
Or Vandalay. Say it,
Vandalay. He's like, hey, I'm gonna lie if you believe it.
Yeah, it's not a lie. It's not a lie.
If you believe
again, I've said this a million times. If PCS is going to do weird fucking lines, do a comedy line.
Hey, Jacob, you know what I said last time I talked to Ant on I think it was on Godlike's show. I told him, will you do The Mask, Jim Carrey? I said, I put out a bunch of other comedy characters too. And he's like, I want to do them right now. I'm like, all right, let's do it, man. Fuck these horror villains. Let's do fucking comedy guys. The Mask would be.
And you need one-ups for all these movies.
Right. Dude, and you know what I want to see if J&D do? I know this is not PCS, but dude, give me a fucking Brendan Fraser Mummy 1, Mummy 2. You know,
he's going into Mummy 4 now.
I know, thank God. I love it. Let's go, baby. That's my favorite action adventure movie of all time. It's The Mummy.
You're wild. More than Indiana Jones. You're crazy. I like it.
Hey, hold on. Let me say, hot take. It shits on Indiana Jones by a mile. Shits on it. Fuck that. Indiana Jones is fucking dog water compared to The Mummy.
No way, dude.
Dog water.
Sean Connery and Harrison Ford together.
That's fucking
awesome. Marco's definitely hit his head and had a concussion today. Literally, The Mummy is basically copied Indiana Jones.
I've watched the Indiana Jones movies. I watched them multiple times. I give it my best shot the past 2 years. It fucking is boring as hell. I'm sorry to say. It's boring as hell.
You're wild, dude.
Well, anyway, thank you everybody for joining us tonight. Marcos is going on 3 hours of delusional.
I am right.
Brendan
Fraser is a better adventurer than Indiana Jones.
We do really appreciate you joining us. However, all comments from Marcos are not representative of ASV collectible panel.
Ryan Wong's in this place. Let's go, baby. Maji K. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Thank you, man. Regardless, I'm always right, Lane. So stop trying to downplay my name.
Yeah. You
also said Superman got grapes. So stop.
If it's once in a blue moon is being right all the time, then yes, you are definitely there.
I'm always right.
But I have not ever heard that actually the definition.
I'm always right. But no, thank you everybody for joining the show. Where we getting off? It's almost fucking 1 o'clock. Not really 1 o'clock, but still, it's for some people.
It's late enough.
Yeah, it's late enough.
It is for me.
Go ahead, Jacob.
No, he said it is for him.
No, but at the same time, I've had a great time tonight. Obviously, you know, it's been a great show. Brian, rewatch the whole show. Just see how dumb Lane is. Obviously, with the Superman grape story and everything. So throw that out there. But no, seriously, I've had a great time with you guys. Thanks for joining the show, and everybody on the panel. Thank you so much for joining the show. I know it was more last minute type of thing, so thank you so much. But thank you so much, and when you head out, so thank you so much, and watch One Piece.
Have a good evening, everybody. Thank you. You forgot to turn up Marcos. He did.
Marcos, we're still live. Oh man, dude, what a wild man! Since we're still live, I'm not gonna say the first Mummy's not bad, Lane, but better than. Yeah.